Is there anyone there? Am I on my own? Oh, apparently not. Well, hello, my little parasites. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about the rivers and seas. But you see, they're happy parasites. If you talk to Jacob Rees-Mogg, yeah, they're British, apparently, and they're happier parasites for it, or something like that. Well, hello, my little parasites. Turn that volume off. There you go. I hope. Oh, actually, should I just see whether I've got volume? But you see, yes, we have a sound check. Now, let's see who we got here today. I hope everyone's having a lovely Sunday. I think it's a bank holiday tomorrow here in France. I don't know about the UK. Is there a bank holiday tomorrow in the UK? So, here we got it. Hello, Lefty Bo. Hello there. I hope you're well. Even all sorts of enthusiasts. I've got enthusiasts. Have I got sycophants? Oh, I should be so lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Yeah. I'm guessing 4 minutes. No, I don't know. It's about a minute late, that's all. And that's only because the microphone was turned off. I think, what's going on here? It wasn't turned on. But hey-ho, you know me. But we have audio. So, yes, I'm guessing 4 minutes late without sound, cheeky fella. Hello, Gingers. I hope you're well. I'm MadBunk33, and good evening, Lefty. Good evening, Gingers. Nicky Burke, hello there. And Vincent Brennan, hi. And Doc Davies. Oh, and Jeanette Carpenter, hello there. Hope you're well. Thanks for your comments today. I did see them. I've been a bit better with the comments recently. I usually just scan through, but I've actually been replying to something. So busy. It's quite hard to keep up sometimes. Hello, number 3. I hope you're well. I haven't been getting any notifications for videos. Haven't you putting up recently, number 3? And Chuck James, hello, good to bend. You're in the bend. From the bar. Hello, Cathal, I hope you're well. Born Squatter Markers, hello, Mad Monk, Lefty Boaters, Lefty Gingers, Vincent, Jeanette, oh, crikey. 91 leads. Hello to you too. And Ezra Steinberg, hello there. Hey, I've been doing trees again today. Flipping now, I've been attaching signs to stakes. I've had 25 of them. Oh. Yeah. My new laser's good. I've got 2 lasers now, by the way. The food company sent me 2 now. Got this big old bagger now. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be using that as well. So it's really handy for the actual signs. You know, really good though. Loads better than doing it with the router. I don't know. Yay! Oh, thanks, Ezra. I've got an awesome hat. I've got too many hats. Yeah, too many hats to mention. I have here. Oh, song reference. Who's that? I wonder. Simply Red, I suppose. Sir Larry the Cat, hello there, hope you're well. I'm watching the Nightingales. Oh, do you know what? We've got loads of well, martingales. Was it Hirondelles? No, Hirondelles here in France. Got loads of them. They go on the eaves of the roof and what have we had. Keep getting them stuck in the house. And what they do is they fly into the windows wherever there's light, and then the cat gets interested. So we have to get hold of the cat and check it out and shut the doors. And then I have to climb up on the ledge. This involves me standing on the handrail, which is a big chunky handrail on the stairs, to get onto the ledge, onto the window above the stairs, to get this flipping bird. To break the blooming neck. Keep banging it so that it's going to get concussed. But I got it. You got to free the bird, you know. Yeah. Not that bird, no. I'll leave that down to Jenkins, shall we? Yeah. Crikey. She got a peerage. She's dame now, isn't she? She's no dame. Blimey. She's a foul individual. No more videos, says number 3. I've run out of ideas and nobody wants to interview. Seriously, I'm happy to do it with you, mate. Honestly, if you want to give it a go. I don't know how to do it, though. I've never done anything like that. I've always been invited into a live stream. I never actually invited anyone. I'd have to work out how to do it. Unless you want to invite me into it or whatever. I'll do it with you, mate. Good evening, all. Hello, Jack Lyons. Hope you're well. I see another Tory has just jumped the sinking ship. Yes, I saw that as well. Another poke in the eye. Actually, we do a little bit about him, don't we, really? Yeah, another Tory. He ain't defected, though. No. And Nigel Farage hasn't yet joined Labour either. No, not yet. Never say never, though. You know what they say. It won't be long. When Richard Tyson realised, oh, this is a crock of shit here, isn't it? You know, let's join the Labour Party. Who's going to be next? Who'll be off that lot, eh? Crikey, who's the foulest of them all? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the foulest Tory of them all? Oh, probably Rishi Sunak, actually. That's, crikey, listen to oh, crikey, Rachel Johnson this evening. It wasn't on purpose. I didn't tune into it. It was just running in the background, and she's going on about Rishi Sunak and Keir Starmer, and they're both really amenable and kind people and stuff like that. She's met them both, she says. Rishi Sunak is a smarmy little twat. Sorry. There's no sincerity in that man. And certainly ain't no integrity. Judge him on his actions. Yes. He will do that. So, okay, so Tory has left the sinking ship. Tory stepping down. Which one is it? Who was it again? All the Tories stepping down. Okay. Resigns over admission of fair. That's not the one. All the Tory MPs standing against next general election. Oh, him. That's him, isn't it? Crikey. Yeah. And the Chris Heaton Harris to stand down next general election. Do you know what? They are those hateful people. I want to give them benefit of doubt, you know. But if you look at their voting record and what have you, they are just the nastiest of people. And they're trying to tell us, they got a good heart. Has Rishi Sunak? Bollocks! Oh, sorry. I wasn't meant to come out like that. Well, you see, they do hate the poor, quite frankly. They certainly hate me. I keep getting blocked. I wear it like a badge of honour. Anyway, why do the rich hate the poor anyway? Even though it is really, well, I would say it's the poorer, not in society, that have put them up the top there, haven't they? On their pedestal. We need to knock them off that flipping pedestal. And the only way to do that is to strip them of their money. We've got to stop giving them money. Because that's what we're doing. But we don't have a lot of choice, do we? They've got all the shares, the control of the major assets in the country. And if they haven't got control of the major assets in the country, they have asset stripped the country. Offshored the money. And I kind of worry a little bit about the middle classes, you know. Because if you're using that Tory thing they like to throw about, oh yeah, the money trickles down, you know. It's a trickle-down economy, they said. No. But it does trickle down from the middle classes, because the middle classes spend all their money. They spend more. So you could argue that money does trickle down to the people doing, I don't know, fitting their gas boiler or whatever, you know, and building their extensions and putting their new roof on their mansion. But those at the top, for start, they don't employ people like us. No, don't trust us. If it were murder them, they might have something in that. To be fair, do you feel like it sometimes? Oh, things I'd like to do to a Tory, blimey. Yeah, I always think about Pinhead. You know, with all the chains coming out and hooks and stuff. You know, that's got, yeah. So I had desires on one of those containers, maybe a mask container, you know, one of the mask ones on the container ships. Sticking the old Tory one of them. Do a pinhead on them. I don't know, just an idea, you know. Maybe a barrel of acid. Slow. Oh, crikey, am I getting a bit far now? It's a bit much. I'm sure there's a good one out there somewhere. I haven't found him. No. Do you know what, though? I tend to think they hate us, or us lessers. Us that really are the real cogs in the machine that keeps the country going. But I think they've bought into all these lies of human superiority. Sort of being legends in their own damn minds, I suppose. Looked at too many. I can speak about memory sisters. Looking at too many or watching too many John Wayne movies, maybe, and playing maybe the Call of Duty a bit too much. Which the propaganda and lies, I suppose, and that's sort of taken root. It's in their minds and hearts if they've got one. If only you've had a heart, then you go and see the wizard. That's what they did do. The Wizard of Oz. They got no space, have they? There's no space for reality in their heads. Truth. They can't help themselves but lie. And they have their own sort of reality. Their own rational thought processes. God knows what's going on up there. Especially what's going on in Jacob Rees-Mogg's head. If anyone's been watching any of these CBBS, you know, GB News with Jacob Rees-Mogg recently, oh my Gideon. It's gone a bit all conspiratorial. Anyway, yeah. I suppose you can say since slavery, Slavery time. Been a rich white man projected his vile thoughts and deeds onto minority groups, such as black people, for instance, that most likely will protect themselves from an uprising from other white people. If they came to realise that they were being used and abused by the rich, so the lies that all black people were shiftless, lazy, rapists, crooked, thieves. Maybe they'll have stopped and search. and it was a bit chic, I suppose, to be born white. Now, being humans, people tend to, I suppose, want to be accepted. Sadly, by those that look down upon them. Do it all the time. Look at that. Crikey. If you know what's going on with like Boris Johnson, all those people walking all over you, over ordinary folk, and they love them for it. What was that scene in the Gladiators? He'll bring them blood, and they will love him for it. Marcus Aurelius. Well, but people, they put too much weight on race superiority, even though a lot of them are poor, and many of them undereducated. I'm not saying necessarily college and universities and stuff like that. I just life skills, you know, understanding, common sense, even though the nutters tend to portray that as some kind of flag of honour. Common sense. They ain't got none, though. Fortunately, common sense is no longer common, is it? How many times have I said that? Yeah. But even though, like I say, a lot of them are poor and you could argue undereducated, and quite a few actually are lazy. And some of them may be shiftless. Might get the odd few on drugs even. Oh, how dare they legalise cannabis, even though I've never tried it. But you know what? No one's more crooked than the rich. I'm talking about the mega rich. Not the people who might have the odd millionaire or a couple of millionaire, or even 10 million, I don't know, argument's sake, but the mega rich, those who have really creamed it, pretty much done nothing to get it. They just put the money in the right places. Or they've got somebody else to put the money in the right places for them. And they just sat back and just watched the money roll in. People like Richie Sunak. With funds that aren't even registered in the UK. No. They're hidden. Shielded. He's just been, third year, I think it is now, on the rich list. Most of it probably from his missus, whose father's company, Emphasis, was still operating in Russia. They say they're not. I got my doubts. Allegedly they are. You see? Rishi Sunak is sitting there, isn't he? In his ivory tower, number 10. While he's creaming all this money in from all these assets. For money that some of it he's earned, and some of it, if you can call it earning, he's banker, wasn't he? Or if it's like a hedge fund manager or something. You get a few million from that, you know. But now it's, we're not just talking about a few million now, are we? We're talking about dividends now of 10 to 15 million every single year just because his missus. Plus whatever else he's earning that we don't know about. We don't know what's going on in the Cayman Islands, do we? What happened to the Pandora Papers? No one talks about this stuff, do they? People just brush it off. No one talks about the fact that Richie Sunak was investing in a company that was making the beds for the Nightingale hospitals and most of the hospitals in the UK. He had investments in that. They're not listed in the UK. No. Carol Vorderman made that quite clear a few months back. It was last summer. I think I did a video about it, actually. Creaming it, he is. Absolutely creaming it. See, this is profits that he's making from taxpayers' money. National insurance money, your money. I say that's a conflict of interest, wouldn't you? But just because he didn't necessarily got his name or his signature on the contract, it doesn't mean to say he isn't actually profiteering, does it? Not when they hide their assets and hide their investments. How do they call it now? I'm not talking about hedging. I'm talking about, obviously not hedging. Maybe it's a fence. So, you see, the thing is, though, we can say that some poor people are shifty and lazy and on drugs. There's no one is more crooked than the rich. And especially those who, quite frankly, promote the scapegoats in order to, keep the masses blind and in constant turmoil. Hence the fools are, in the eyes of the rich, that is. They associate poverty and unemployment with people of colour, for instance. And ethnic minority groups. And other minority groups as well, LGBT and all that, Makes it harder to get on in life, doesn't it? It must do. Especially when you've got the amount of hate that surrounds it. When you've got the Lawrence Foxes and what in the world. I got compared to Nigella Lawson earlier in a comment. I don't know why. Somebody said, you're like the Nigella Lawson of woodworking. What? Oh, as long as it's not Nigel Lawson. Or the late Nigel Lawson. Now, even though, anyway, a lot of these people, you see, so they complain about or associate, the poor with poverty and unemployment. People of colour. It's even though they're actually, many of them, in the same boat themselves. Only their side has a gaping hole in it, and are drowning in the misery of their own making, and, the odd, how to put it, turd, probably. Actually, no, Cryptosporidian, probably. The old parasite. I suppose that's what should be the new name, shouldn't it, really, for a Tory? Cryptosporidians in Parliament. Parasites. Well, the thing is, you see, these people are... They want confirmation bias, I suppose. They want to... They're so convinced by their lie. And they'll spin it around in their head and shout it from the rooftops as many times as they possibly can to convince themselves and try to convince others. Until, in their mind, it becomes the truth. You know what's like with liars, don't you know? The more they'll say it so many times until they actually believe it themselves, even though it was a lie in the, made up lie in the first place, often made up by them. They'll start believing their own lies. My brother-in-law was just the same. I had situations with him, we were in business together and he's sending himself emails to try and make out that we got this contract. But no, I'm no fool, I can follow IPs. No trouble at all. Flipping idiot. Coming from his flipping computer. It's a madness, isn't it? It's a sign of madness. It's the consequences, really. Horrific consequences of making people the scapegoat. Anyway, me rabbiting on, and I'm ignoring it. I do apologise. Oh, blimey, spank me with a wet kipper. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is well. Who have I missed? Blimey, I've been rambling on for... I hope I haven't been silent. Hope the microphone was working. Oh, dear. Hello, gentlemen. I hope you're well. Sell the Tory bog roll. That's an idea. Wipe our bums on their faces. Oh, crikey. They have their tongues out and everything, couldn't they? If it was like Jacob Rees-Mogg, it'd fall in. Crikey. It's like a swizzle stick. Hello, David Durago. I hope you're well, my friend. Let me just get that out there so we can see what's going on. Okie dokie. And football 101. Sunny day here in Yorkshire. It's been a sunny day today. It was a little bit overcast. It got about 4 or 5 o'clock. But the rest of the day has been quite nice. But I couldn't cut the grass because the ground was still too wet. We've had a lot of rain. Again. So we had a lovely sunny spell and then it went really rainy again. And now it's sunny spells day. Hopefully the worms turned and hopefully we're going to get some more sun. So I can cut the flipping grass. So much of it. I need to cut the grass so I can get the trees in. 5 boiled eggs, Daily Blazer. Oh, okay. Oh, hello, Daily Blazer. I hope you're well, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Simon says 51, 55. I was going to do some content today for tomorrow, but I cannot get away from the pot as it's firing out of both ends. So, what? So, gonna take time off and recover. Oh my god! Ooh, you're sick, though, mate. Sorry that, buddy. Yeah, what you gonna do? One end, another end, and you'll be fine. So what you got to do? Perfect solution. Get yourself some polyurethane foam, expanding foam. That'll do just the job. God, I was listening to Grant. Oh my god, Grant, chaps. If that is his real name, he was going on about. Oh, Christ, what was it now? About the compensation. Oh, it's been too long. It has. They've been in 40-odd years. Too long for compensation payouts they're going on about. And now they decide they're going to do it. Which probably go on to the next government anyway, but most of the people have died. Most of them are, gone now, bullbaggers. It's quite a long time ago. That's what they do, isn't it? Right? They wait and wait and wait and wait until the 90% of them pegged it just to reduce the amount of payout. Like they've done, what about the Royal Mail? How many people there have committed suicide? Tories for you, isn't it? Oh, great beardage. Thank you. It's growing. It's getting there. I'm waiting to get beads in it and stuff, you see. It may be a ring. I don't know. Oh, dear. Hey, cheers, Tom K. Gifted 5 All Shorts memberships. Nice one to Cathal OG, Nicky Berg, Billy Kershaw, and Luke Von Luke, and Vicky Kelly. Cool. Cheers, Tom. I did it last week. I missed you. I missed it. I didn't see it. You did it last week as well. Thank you very much, my friend. Oh, great message. Oh, okay. I'm not surprised the pound ain't sinking. I'm not surprised the pound ain't sinking, or you are surprised. I think the pound's been propped up by all these arms we keep flipping shifted over to Ukraine and places. And what's going on in Gaza. Cricketer list a good Tory. Oh, Kofi and Graverman and the Prittler. How can we consider anyone like Richie Sunak being have any integrity whatsoever? The week when he got back, when he came into being Prime Minister, yeah, he got initiated and all that. He brought flipping Braverman back in. He's been sacked the week before, and he's brought back in again. That's not integrity. The man's deluded. He's really deluded. Look what he did. Oh, I can't. The funding was going to go up north or something. You saying, weren't he? I stopped that. These people, they are deluded. They have no empathy or no idea whatsoever how the other half live. No, ordinary people, ordinary people who, trying to get through life really at the moment. It's not easy, is it? For people, I'm struggling at times. Up and down, what have you. And now it's been actually got good doctors on Tuesday again, but I've been diagnosed now with fibromyalgia, and it's oh, in some ways I'm glad, because I've had so many. I mean, in and out of hospital, test after test after test after test, and not one of them has come up with anything or anything substantial. Anyway, they realise there's nothing up here. But anyway, pretty much how you diagnose fibromyalgia. It's okay. If you haven't got any of these other problems, it's got to be that. It might not be that. I might be dying. That's what it is. I'm dying. Good evening, Marcus. Good evening, all. Says Daddy Blase. Let's get back down we come. Says Daddy Blase. Don't judge people by their colour. Definitely not. Never. Judge people about on who they are, not what they are. I said this to my father so many times because he's a bit of a closet racist, but he didn't realise he's been racist. It's one of them sort, He's old, He's gone now, but he's old, and he didn't really know what he's saying. I don't think really, and it was fat. Some of it was quite foul, actually. To be fair, you got to bite your tongue. And to be honest, also, when you're young, some of it you kind of think it's normal because you didn't know you're different. Especially when you're a kid and you're growing up surrounded by that kind of thing. The Robinson jam and stuff like that. It was a gollywog. I didn't even make an association that was to do with black people or the black white minstrels or anything like that. I don't know. I don't have a clue. In fact, my dad used to watch reruns of the black and white minstrel show. I've actually got a couple of their old LPs here, mono LPs. I'm not going to get rid of them. I've got them in the job lot, they just happen to be there. But I won't get rid of them because they're a reminder. You can't get rid of history. No. You can relabel it. You can rebadge it. Like that statue that was coming. What's called that? Oh crikey! Oh, you can rename it or whatever and chuck it in a river. But I don't think we should try and just get rid of history. We need to be reminded what arseholes we were, so we don't do it again. Don't make the same mistakes we made before. I know the Tories and the rich buggers are going to say, well, the Richard Draxes of this world.
Smaller in number,
they're not going to
but
complain, are
larger
they?
in mind.
No, they're quite happy to get their plantation money. Monies that was built on the back of slavery. No contrition whatsoever. These people are foul. They just want their money. That's all they want. Seeing my grandchildren today, I feel rich. See, that's lovely. You know, that's how it should be, isn't it? You know, I think we associate wealth with money all too much. We really do. I think we really need to, instead of, associating well-being and wealth and all that sort of stuff, how good you feel about yourself, that brand new car, or your holidays and stuff like that. There's riches come in all sorts of forms, you know. They all, like you say, your grandchildren and stuff like that make you feel rich, make you feel happy, what have you. You know, it doesn't have to be about the money itself. Provided you can obviously afford to live, which people are struggling at the moment, they can't even do that. Which is extremely frustrating and painful to watch. My own kids and what have you, they haven't got the money that they had before. They're earning more, but they've got less. Cost of living and all that, isn't it? You know, everything is more expensive. We had inflation. Yes, it's coming down. Come down pretty much. It's not down far enough yet, is it? But it's come down. But don't we say all the stuff that has increased because inflation's going to come down? No, that'll stay put until we start getting a negative inflation. It could come down in time, but not with this government. Flipping hell. They don't know what they're doing for ordinary folk, do they? All they know what they're doing is to feather their own nests. Cronyism. And outright theft, if you ask me. Don't judge people by their colour, definitely not. I don't even know my little grandchildren are black. And, 4 of them are. And, father's Nigerian. Oh, he's just got a censorship. He done it on Saturday. Passed and all that. I don't know if he's got to do some kind of ceremony or something. But he's been there for years now. And he started off, he came over working in the health service. Doing basic portal work and stuff like that. Doing everything he could to help fund his university. And he basically learned to do programming and shit like that. And he's doing really well for himself now. He's doing really well. So, we're all very proud. And now he's actually managed to get citizenship. He's very clever bloke. Very clever. And he's black. He's not feckless. He's not a layabout. He's not uneducated. In fact, he's educated in the UK. Well, it's further education anyway. When you consider his family are farmers, we're not talking about farms like we have. We're talking about they're pretty barren, if you ask me. The way they're brought up and the conditions of the home and all that sort of stuff is pretty poor, But he knew what he wanted, and he went for it. He had to work extra hard. So I have a lot of respect for that. Although he goes to church and stuff like that, which kind of does my head in. Brainwashed by the Catholic Church. Oh, very poor streaming for me. I'm looking here. What is my stream settings? I've got no problems here. No, it should be okay here. I'm fairly good at the minute. Hope it's okay. Is anyone having problems with the stream? Is it all breaking? Is it all pixelated? I could knock down the my stream bitrate. I usually have it quite high, you see. 24,000 kilobits per second, so it's quite high. Or 27 to 25. So, I've seen racism at work. I am white, and something I felt second class regard. I'm white, and something I felt sometimes I felt second class regarding promotion. I don't quite understand the comment. Sorry. Speaking of blood, did you see Sausage Fingers' portrait? Painted in blood? Really? I didn't know. I haven't said. I tried to avoid that, Nicky. Yeah. Crikey, the monarchy. I absolutely hate the monarchy. I'm sorry, but I do. I am no fan. Republican, me. Yes, the wife is still on shit island. She is. Yeah, she's crikey. She won't touch the water. Tell you. No, something in the water apparently. Not just in Brixham. Is it Brixham? Oh, yeah, Brixham. No, Southwest Water. No. Just because they haven't tested it yet, don't mean that it isn't there. But no. A lot of people got really ill over that, you know. It's dangerous. It's a parasite. Give people the trots. Hang on, Daily Blase, is that what's wrong with you? You've been drinking the water. Damn me come. All right. Viva la Republic, definitely. Yes, please. When is the bloody election getting called? Well, I don't know if it ever will. Richie Sunak is going to change the rules, he is. He's going to change the rules and he'll be in forever. Yeah. And then we'll all come over our pitchforks and we'll have a beheading. And we'll build our own little Bastille, yeah, to mimic the French one. Hang all off that. Oh, what a lovely thought that is. It's not going to be much better at relay, but it'll be better. Well, for a start, I don't see what much all they can really do. And when I consider some of the stuff they've been talking about recently, whether it be Wes Streeting or David Lammy. I was never a fan of David Lammy anyway, because he's... One minute he's like really anti-Brexit and this, that and the other, you know, and saying all the right things. He just follows the party lead, you know, he's just... I hate that. Whereas Sadiq Khan, because he can, you know, the London mayor, has pretty much said that Donald Trump, he said he's a racist, homophobe, misogynist, and something else. Anyway, he's not a very nice man. All right. David Lammy said, "Well, I think he's misunderstood on NATO, and you know, I think and other stuff. You know, he's very misunderstood." Why couldn't he just said we will work with whoever is the president? He could just said that. He didn't need to go and suck up to him, did he? He really didn't. I don't think that's a very bright move. I really don't. What if Biden get in? It'd backfire, couldn't it? You could argue that Biden and Obama, they loved Ireland, but they hated England. Yeah. I'm not going to say Britain. They hated England. And they interfered with our politics. Yeah. Obama came over here and told us, you'll be at the bottom of the list regarding the trade deal with the US. Have you seen the trade deal anywhere, you know, it's under the carpet? Have you seen it? No? Since Donald Trump came in, have you? No? Oh, okay. That's because there was never going to be a trade deal with the US. They don't want one with the UK, or anyone actually at the moment. Even though the American people don't seem to want to realise that the US economy has improved considerably under Biden. Silly people. The problem is they're not feeling it because of the cost of living crisis, you see. That's part of the problem. But the country's actually, you know, its GDP has gone up. They've had growth. It's kind of like a series of, it's like a bunch of crunchies, a bunch of countries all like grouped together in it, really. Wally will remind him. Oh, Craig, what have I missed? Oh, what, Mr. Super Chef of Wally? Oh, where is it? Odin's Beard. I'm still here, but there must exist a place for the mad, such as the mad. Who's mad? You mad? There we come. What have I missed? Oh, I did see it, then I forgot. There you go. Have some care. Scorched earth policy of the Tories for the UK LIBOR. We'll have them one term as MSN, and we'll attack them for not fixing it. I think. Scorched earth policy. It'll be like dystopian, isn't it? It'll be like 1984 and all that. It's gonna be terrible. Where's the Wally Meds one? I didn't see it. Do. Oh, okay, there we come. We need a Madame Two Swords for scumbags. Very good idea, Jock James. Can we have a waxworks for them? Can we just, melt them down and make soap out of them or something? We can have like I'd like these soap sculptures. I don't know, you can carve soap, can't you? Oh, I'll tell you what, I'd like to make Jake Rees-Mogg into soap on the rope. Yeah, they could pass that on to Donald Trump or something. He can clean all his never regions and stuff. It's one way to lick his ass, isn't it? Hello, Billy Kershaw. I hope you're well, my friend. We'll get back into it in a moment. Oh, Johnny's there. Hello, Johnny. Hope you're well. There we go. What have I missed? Stop small stones! Hello, Johnny. Hope you're well. Starting the tomato pasta now. I had tomato pasta yesterday. And I had proper egg pasta. Pasta's not pasta unless it's got egg in it, as far as I'm concerned. Marcus, you're not in the live chat. Oh, no, I'm not. Do you know what? I wasn't earlier. It's gone to... That's nutty, isn't it? Do you know when I came out? When I popped it out of the chat on my window here, so you can take it out, you put it on the side. I did put it into live chat. Does it go back into top chat when it's actually... Oh, that's interesting. Oh. When the live stream starts, the pop-up chat replaces itself. Got two of them now. Interesting. Anyway. Cheers for that, buddy. I'm back now. Poor connection my end. Oh, sorry, buddy. You got to write them a letter. England ruined Scotland. Scottish takeover. That's what you need. That's what you got to do. You need to advance. That's what you got to do. You got to build yourself a new Hadrian's Wall, but not where Hadrian's Wall is, obviously. Or you just take England altogether. We've got no armament. We've got no munitions. We sent them all abroad. Don't worry. They might have lasers soon. That's what they're going to be using. They're going to be using lasers and some kind of like electronic like pulsing thing that they're going to be using on like protection of drones and stuff. Clever ideas. I can't remember what they called it now. You've got the dragon fire, which is the laser that basically overheats the missiles, so they fall into the sea. And now they're doing this other one, which is like a big panel thing. It's not EMP, I don't know. It might be, I don't know. But apparently, they'll just make the drones fall out of the sky. Sort of development at the moment. So in some ways, I kind of technology is the way forward, isn't it? Regarding warcraft. There we come. One Vincent. A rainbow-coloured lanyard. Yes. No rainbow-coloured lanyards. Yes. Mr. McVeigh. Mustn't have that. No. Because it's not common sense, you see. What the hell is going on with these people? It's just a symbol of... Why? Why is that a problem? People, it's nuts. I'm the biggest fan. How are you keeping today? But I'm alright. I remember to take my medication last night, so today I was a lot better. I must not forget my drugs, alright, before I go to bed. I've got a winning combination so far. It's called Tramadol. Tramadol and prednisolone. So I'm going to get fatter now. I ain't going to pay, is it? Right old blimp. Crikey. Yeah, I take only half prednisolone and a Tramadol at night. I find in the morning I'm so much better. Yesterday morning I forgot it the night before, and yesterday I was like I got off flipping horse. I've been riding horse all day. I was stiff and my feet were all kind of horrible, and I was buggered all day yesterday. I wouldn't be functioning properly. It's really struggling. And when I was sort of feeling okay, I was in between, and I was sort of making videos and what have you. I was so uncomfortable, sort of like that deep sort of like backache all up the sides, down my legs. And the only thing I put it down to is didn't have medication. I had it last night. I'm loads better today. I've even been doing the garden. So yeah, cheers, buddy. Thanks for that. I've got an SMP lanyard. What's hang yourself? Hello, Bearberg. Hope you're well. How you doing with your 3D camera? There's you with the 360-degree camera. Yeah, I think so, isn't it? Hope well, Bearberg. Any chance for a ping back to my email? I haven't had an email. Did you send it to Wood at Wally-Bar? Because actually, it's good. I better just check my server. I'll have a look at tonight, my friend. Okay, I will do that. What's probably happened is it's not forwarding them for some reason, and sometimes that happens if because it's the email I use on the website. If it's had too many hits that from people that aren't particularly nice, spammers and stuff, my email service shuts down. I'll have to go in there and reset it. I haven't done that recently, so technology, eh? I greet them as I see them, having dinner. I had asag today. Sagaloo, potato and spinach. That's what I had today, with rice and a vegetable curry. I do like to cook, actually. Even though the missus is not here, I do actually like cooking. But I always cook too much. So whenever I cook, there's always like several meals put into the freezer. It's filling up, I'll tell you. Oh, it was. Okay, cheers, buddy. Right, let's get back to what I was doing. You know, me yabbering on, crikey, talk to you fools. Blimey, being out. What are you here for? I don't know. Crikey. What was I talking about anyway? Oh, scapegoating, I suppose. And the Tories oppressing us. I suppose. What line was I on again? It's conservative parties, I suppose, all over the world. They do kind of have this sort of political, like a tool chest, a tool set, right? And so they just sort of like diffuse the myriad. What's it? A tool set. So they ease the myriad and diffuse it of problems that we see in society. That would mean like funding, I suppose, social programs. You know, and they're saying the social budget it's got too unwieldy now. The only reason the social budget has got bigger because the Tories have flipping been scamming us for such a long while and made people poorer. Made their opportunities less. I've said this before, and I talked about. I put a lot of problems down in society, down to societal issues. The fact that people don't have, they don't have the means, and they don't have the goals to aim for, the opportunities that they need to have any aspiration. People with aspiration and a little bit of love and all that, and that will to do well and push themselves because they can see light at the end of the tunnel. They see there's opportunity. They'll go for it. People who feel that they're hemmed in, stuck, no opportunity, suppressed and oppressed, and they're living in environments that just builds walls around them and they can't get out and there's nothing they can do. They end up turning out just like the rest of them who might turn to criminality. We need to provide opportunity, and the Tories have failed on that. And other governments as well. But, let's be fair, though, in the last 14 years, you could argue it's got a darn sight worse, hasn't it? So we need to be, funding social programs and extending and developing those, the existing social resources that we have now. We need to improve upon them. And when I say social, I mean like socially funded, not privatised, not turning to the private sector, West Streeting. No. More than what we already are. How much of the flipping health services are already in the private sector? How many hospitals are doing PFI schemes? How much procurement is managed by private organisations? How many organisations, public organisations, such as NHS, museum service, etc., they can't go out there and buy something. They have to go through this catalogue, and they buy it out of the catalogue at 3 times the flipping price. They could save an absolute fortune. It's privatisation for you, see. No, I think I mentioned this before. My son, right, he works for the museum, Norfolk Museum Service, right? And they've got a major problem at the moment. As you know, lots of stuff keep going missing. And some of it's been found recently, as you probably already know. It was in the news last week. And the problem is they don't actually know what they got. Now, I've been to Gresham Hall, where a lot of this stuff is stored in Norfolk Museum Service, and that place is vast. It's like, you think of, like, I don't know, Raiders of the Lost Ark and all that, when they're going in, there's all these big crates everywhere. It's like that. Big containers everywhere. It's an amazing place. And it's huge. And they don't know what's in them. And it's my son's job to open the crates and find out what's in them and catalogue it. The problem is, there's some unscrupulous people working in the museum service who think, hang on, they don't know they got that. I'll put that in my pocket. That's what's been happening. Or I said it on eBay. It's like, some of the stuff is worth a lot of money. And it's gone. Some of it they won't get back again. Some of it they will. But for my son, for instance, I'll get on point again. He can't go out. He actually took money from the petty cash to buy some tools. He was told that he could go and buy some tools, but then he got a hell of a rollicking when he came back and he bought some tools. Because he didn't buy them out of the catalogue. They got a procurement contract. I thought these sort of ideas were supposed to save money, but no. He spent around 200 quid on tools, right? It wasn't much. But if you went to come out this catalogue, it'd been $1,000. It's ridiculous for the same things. It's madness. And yeah, that's just one example. How many more examples of that in the UK? We're going wasted money. Who owns these companies? It's not going to be you or me, is it? It's going to be friend of Tories, isn't it? Friends of the Tory party, probably. There's a reason why they got... And also, let's go back to Labour as well. Under Tony Blair, there's not just the Tories. That's the political system that we've got in the UK. Look at the rail service. Hasn't been working for a very long time. Massive amount of money in asset value has been stripped. Massive amount of money in fares has been stripped into shareholders' pockets. People say, well, the rail service was broken. But then fix it. If you're saying that the flippin' private sector can fix it, there's no reason why the government couldn't fix it. Get the right people to fix it. It's like the housing crisis. We keep blaming the landlords, blaming for this, that and the other. It's driving me a bit insane, actually, when we don't have the stock. We don't have the housing stock in the UK. It just ain't there. Of course, the property values are going to go up to an extent, and then people are going to have mortgages on those properties, and obviously, if we bring property prices down, they're going to lose out, and then potentially they're going to have negative equity as well, and the whole cycle of events just carries on down to, and it's just going to be a mess. We need rapid house building, and there's no good expecting construction firms to do that, because they're not going to do it unless there's profit, and that to get that profit, they need to maintain the value of the properties. They've got to keep the value of the properties high enough to make it worthwhile them doing it. Otherwise, they're not going to bother, are they? I was having this discussion. It's probably a mad, harebrained idea. It's probably like growing pine trees or something. Another film reference. And I had this idea. I was talking to Caroline about this, and about a government needs to start their own construction firm, and all that construction firm does is build social housing. Employ subbies if you have to. Employ people on the books if you have to. But the company itself is a government-owned company. Or maybe it could be done on a authority basis, so to speak. Like, I don't know, Broadland District Council should have their own. City Council should have their own. Etc., etc., you know, across the country. And they get preferential treatment regarding buying up council land. Or just using the council-owned land. Because the council owns land all over the flipping place. Well, not as much as they used to, because they have to sell it to try and balance the books. But if they did that, they could be building social housing at much reduced costs because of the profit margin in there. We ain't got to worry about the profit. We could build them far faster because there'd be nothing to hold us back. That's my fear anyway. Probably a mad harebrained scheme, but you know, I think it could work in my little brain. So, how would you fund it? I suppose. Well, you could choose the right to buy. There's the thing, they keep going, oh, they sold all the council houses. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Sold all the council houses. If you sell the council house, don't mean to say you've lost the habitation because you're still housing somebody. It's just owned by somebody else. You know? And it's like, you know, if, for instance, I know, if the landlord start... I'm not landlord super simple. If they're decent landlord, I ain't got a problem. But if an arsehole, then go to hell. But if the landlords decide to sell up, the likelihood is they go to private, you know, to buyers and what have you, which obviously would get somebody else in a house. But it isn't going to help those who can't afford the deposits, for instance, who are stuck in the old rental trap. And it's not going to help those who need social housing. I think that's bad. Maybe need some way of actually forcing people out of their social housing as well. Turn them out. So somebody who can't afford it. Because I can remember when in South where I used to live, there was those streets there that we had social housing, what have you. 3 and 4 bedroom houses with one old person living in them until they died. You know, which, okay, it's their home and what have you. I get that. But times are pretty desperate, aren't we? We need those places now for families. But there won't be enough. There won't be enough people anyway. There won't be enough properties anyway. We need to build more. And we need to build the right properties. There's no good building the crap we've been building the last flipping 5 decades. They make those census properties. And these recent offerings from flipping Wilcon Homes and Bovis and all them a lot. They're so tiny. There's not enough room to swing a cat. They're so impractical. We could do so much better than that. We really could. When I was working for, I think I told you the story before. I had to make a load of furniture. I made a load of furniture for Wilcon Homes. I think it was a Blackfriars estate. I think it was in Wyndham. Was it Wyndham? Wyndham or Attleborough? I can't remember. That was a long time ago. I had made this furniture. It wasn't like any old furniture. You couldn't use it. It was smaller. To make the rooms look bigger. Slightly smaller beds. Slightly smaller flipping table sets and sideboards and side tables and all this sort of stuff. Everything was a little bit smaller. Like Alice in Wonderland it was. This is how it used to be done, you see. Give the perception of something being bigger than what it really is. People are so easily fooled. Well. So yeah. Anyway, I suppose we've got to obviously fund social programs, whatever. Anyway, we've got to get the money from somewhere. And there would probably have to be more borrowing, which is a bit of a scary thought. Maybe not quite as scary as the borrowing that's going on in the United States, mind. Over, God, is it 30 odd trillion or something? It's a huge amount of money. So I suppose to fund this would mean to sort of throw away the Tories' ACE cards, sort of tax reductions. Like the Tories, we're going to reduce taxes. Because they make it cheaper for ordinary folk to live and all that. No, they don't. Look what they're trying to do regarding the 40% tax rate and all that. You know, they want it cheaper for the rich. That's what they want to do. There's so many people. Well, actually, isn't that many? Actually, there's extreme wealth at the top. You know, the richest 1% and all that. They don't pay any tax to the UK. I think it's mentioned before. You got like Jeff Bezos and all that with his European Amazon. He paid no tax in the EU. He said he didn't make no profit. It's ridiculous. This was back in 2019, I think it was. I did a video about it back then. So, yeah. Tax reductions isn't going to do it. Because I suppose you could argue tax reductions might mean that you get more inward investment and stuff like that into the country. But that takes a long time for it to take effect. And that's if it does. Besides, these people who do invest in the UK, they just take the money out of the UK and pay no tax on it through their asset holding companies. Well, these programs would have to be funded anyway. Properly, obviously, to work. Yeah, UBI, that's it, that's what we want, UBI. Anyway, that would mean that taxes would have to go up for some people. But I don't think it should be going up for the working classes. No. We need to cream it from the rich. I know. Labour said non-doms. Yeah, we're going to pay for everything. We'll get rid of the non-dom status. Everything. Yeah. Some of them will flee. Some of them will go. They'll get scared. So how do you bypass this sort of striking need for urban regeneration and dismantling of social isolation due to poverty? You blame the poor. You blame them for every flippin' thing, don't you? And that's what's wrong in society, such as, I suppose, blame them for their own poverty. You blame them for the crime rates. You blame them for urban decay. You blame them for moral and ethical decay. You blame them for under-education. Oh, who provides education, I wonder? You blame them for the negative social cohesion. Oh, they're talking foreign language on the bus, did Nigel say. Blame them for antisocial behaviour. Blame them for sexual degeneracy and much, much more. The poor also have the inbuilt advantage of processing. They're possessing less agency in which to defend themselves. You can kick them. Again and again and again. That's what Tories like to do. And they can't kick back. Although they will. In the general election. But you see, people need to unionise. That's what we need to do. The problem is, with we've got a flipping Labour government that was built on unionism and is now flipping funded more by the capitalist system than they are by the unions. What sense is that? We need to galvanise, though, as a unit of the many. We can do that at the ballot box, obviously. But is that enough? You can get them into power. Labour, that is. You've got to be able to control them somehow. We're going to wait another 5 years? If you don't like what they're doing? But I suppose you can think like this way in the UK. We traditionally eat turkey. Turkey's for Christmas. Yes, we eat turkey at Christmas time. The Americans like to eat it at Thanksgiving. And most conservatives would probably replace that if they could.
But larger in
by
mind.
roasting the poor and eating them instead. Yummy. Would you like a Chianti with that? Blimey. These people. Oh, blimey. Oh, cheers, buddy. Nice one, thank you. England, 4,000 in 14 years. Scotland, 100,000. God, I bet it, really. Social housing. Oh, Wally Meds. Cheers, buddy. Much appreciated. Where is he? Oh, he's down there. You can't see him. He's in a little basket, rolled in the ball ears. And those two, look at them. They're out for the count. Oh, I did take them out for a walk, you see, before we went live. So, I'll tell you what, they complete me, they do, I really do. But they're getting old now, you know, they're getting old. Cheers, Alistair, much appreciated from a friend. Marcus Biggs fan, he said, hi all, hi to you, my friend. Hope you're well. Where are we now? Well, oh, got to come down a bit. Right. Should I scroll up? Let's scroll up instead of down. Tom Finney says, they ain't Labour. Even if they call themselves that. I'm starting to think that as well. I'm really disappointed, to be honest. I shouldn't be, but I am. I am really, really disappointed in Labour at the moment. Let's move it down up a bit so we can see the bottom one. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna be voting for them because they're not the Tories. And we've got this two-party system, haven't we? Best past the post and all that. What else can you do? They're not really what I'm about. I'm more of a greenie, man. I want to see more green environmental policies because my feeling is if you don't look up the thing you live on, you're buggered anyway. It's like pooping on your doorstep. Oh, they're doing that as well, aren't they? Huh? What is it about poo? Something so funny about poo until you get sick. That is. Oh, Gove took back nearly $2 billion back that should have been spent on housing. Yeah, that's a good point. He did, didn't he? So we did the levelling up and all that as well. They ain't got the money. The money just ain't there. It really isn't. They'd rather give it to their friends than you. Or build housing. It's all rhetoric at the time, then they reverse it into, oh, crikey, they're going to build all these houses. Once the information's out there, people don't necessarily hear the fact when they retract it. You say they still think it's, oh, this is happening. But it never does. It's been retracted. Sound bites, isn't it? Some people are just so easily convinced. You know, I'm a Brexit and all that, No matter how you countered the argument, when they spouted all the rubbish and you told them this, that, and the other, like that intro. Well, that intro, they're lying to you. And hear the facts. They weren't interested in that. They just tribalism. They just didn't want to know. They weren't interested. No. Labour's also pledging 6,500 teachers. Education has devolved in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and there are 24,000 schools in England. That is one teacher for every 3 schools. I had more of that. That's pathetic. Things we could get them from. The teachers are giving up. They had enough. My Caroline, she was working in schools, and it's a thankless job. It really is. It's not like it used to be. That's what she says anyway. It's quite sad, really, what's become. And that's like the NHS as well. It's not what it used to be. You got people doing double shifts and what have you. Then they're getting shouted at. Absolutely knackered. How can you do your job properly if you're flipping knackered? How can you do it? You can't. Now, in France, for instance, it's not allowed. No, you're not allowed to do it 35 hours a week or something. In France, you can if you're self-employed. Well, you can work as many hours as you like if you're self-employed, but not employed. Which then spreads the work amongst other people. But you see, the cost of living here isn't high. Food's expensive, and it is. But your housing costs and all the other stuff is not high. No. Fuel's probably similar. It sort of does that, In fact, I only paid $1.65 a litre for diesel yesterday. After I dropped the missus off at them. Yeah, she used my fuel. I took to the airport. She did. God, pesky woman. So it swings roundabouts, isn't it? And food bit don't really bother me because I grow a lot of my own food. We preserve a lot as well. Last year I had a copious amounts of peaches. Ridiculous about it. Let's say something, 11 peaches. Blimey. I tell you what, peach wine ain't any good though. I tried that, it's no good. X-Man, Michael's the biggest man, yes, but those teachers get a free bike. Oh dear. Can I pay my respects to those marvellous disciplined folk who blanked Braverman? Oh, crikey, yes. That was funny. He's having a stretch. Ooh, he's going in the background. What's going on? If it's possessed. Hello, Zaros. Well, oh, come up. Get us back to the workplace again. Go then went on and spent 2 billion on those 50,000 custom officers. I know he didn't. What custom officers? They've got all these new rules coming in, haven't they? You know, coming, and they've got no one to do it. You know, it's just mad. The whole thing's so mad. Everything's broken. Everything is broken. I don't understand for the life of me why there is not more protests regarding the poop situation and the fact that the water is shit, literally. I don't get it. I'll just boil your water, that'll be alright. It's still there. It's just not live. You're still drinking parasites, just dead ones. Lovely. No, thank you. I don't want any of that crap. I want clean water, you know? I don't want parasites. Live or dead. Ugh. Chewy. Ooh. Blimey. You know, why aren't people protesting? You got food people going, you know, how do they protest in the UK? Well, they all go and swim in the lake and protest in the lake. That's probably full of poo. Well, you're sort of defeating your argument, aren't you? You're countering your argument. You just say, oh, I don't know. I don't like the fact you're putting poop in the sea, but I'm going to swim in it anyway. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, just get rid of that thing. And that. I think the only way you could protest with these water companies at the moment is to have a countrywide campaign and try and get a majority of people to refuse paying for the water. Just don't pay the bill. In the UK, in most places, you know, there's a law that states that has to be fit for purpose. Whatever you buy and what have you has to be fit for purpose. The water isn't fit for purpose. You're not getting what you're paying for. If everyone stood up, they would have to do something. The share value would just plummet. The shareholders would go absolutely crazy. They'll either jump ship, which then, quite frankly, the value of the company was going to negative, wouldn't it? And it'll collapse, and then we can buy it up for pittance. Or just take it over, buy it for £1. Still got to obviously invest in infrastructure, and some of the infrastructure is privately, is owned elsewhere. It's not actually, it's like leased. So, I got a bear. I have. Okay. I keep forgetting. I keep pouring myself a beer out there, and I forget I got it. And the flies go in there. It's lovely. Huey. So what else we got here? Come on. What are you saying? What are you saying? Can I pay my respects to those marvellous disciplined folk who blank Braverman? That you can. And we did it a moment ago as well. Steve McGowan, but Labour are going to have to U-turn again on their manifesto, alienating the right-wing voters that they're relying on, the ones they're trying to encourage into the party. Now, someone said to me, yeah, about being pro... I'll tell you, like the Natalie Elphicke situation, not the other geezer I wasn't worried about him, but the Natalie Elphicke, that really got my goat. As you probably told, you probably tell because I made a video about it, didn't I? But you don't invite these people into your house. You don't eat at the same table with these people. I think we have to have some level of morality.
Smaller in
ethics,
number, are we? But larger in mind.
It's honesty. Stick to your values. You just change your values just so you can So you can pander to those you don't actually agree with. Oh, broad church and all that bollocks. Sorry. All that's happened is you brought in Labour's bringing in those on the right of the right of politics into the party, including voters, and alienating those not just on the left, but also sort of left to centre even. They don't like it either. I know if you're a Labour sycophant, you'll make any excuse for them, because that's kind of what happens, isn't it? I had that in the comments as well. Oh, if you don't vote Labour, you'll be voting for Tory then, or that sort of thing. No. I wouldn't be voting for either if I could help it, but I've got no choice. But in the broadened area that I'm in, is either the Tories, which have pretty much got a foothold there, or Labour. None of the other parties are going to stand a chance. So it's got to be, it's going to have to be Labour if we've got any chance at all to get them out of Broadland. Got no choice. So I have to bite my lip. Not because I want to. I wouldn't be voting for them if I felt I had, I didn't want to waste my vote, or I didn't want my vote to have mean anything whatsoever. Maybe we need a little box, don't we? None of the above. Who said that? Somebody said to me recently. Oh, God's sake, here we go. Calm yourself. Oh, go on then.
Nigel's a model, you know what I mean, and he does his little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, he does his little turn on the catwalk. Get him off, Nigel. I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat. Poor pussy cat. Oh, too sexy for my love, going to leave me.
Oh, cry, you're going around Donald Trump, Apparently he's been offered a job by Donald Trump, he has, yeah. Oh, he'll be joining the Tory party soon. The Labour party soon, won't he? Hey, Yellowstone cases. Thank God Scottish water's not privatised. Yeah. Just nuts. You have your CSOs in Scotland as well. We have CSOs here in France, combined sewage outlets where all the poop goes out, all over the place and stuff. But the thing is, you see, it's used as it's supposed to. If you have to.
Smaller in number, are we?
not
but
all the
larger in
time.
mind.
Flippin' hell. Do you realise there's 10,000 pipes that weren't even recorded? That was an LBC investigation. They found over 10,000 pipes. Was it 11,000? 11,000 pipes. That's nuts. Little peanut. Smart skin. Anyway. You're not safe anywhere around England regarding the poop, or Wales. Yeah, David, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. How dare you bring up the Nigel's shirt? And right said Fred. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Okay, I'll shut up now. All right, please make it stop. Oh dear. You see, he likes it. He does. He likes it. He loves his Jeremy Corbyn as well. That's the other thing he said. I know I mentioned this before, but crikey, it really frustrates me. There's Jeremy Corbyn and Diane Abbott, especially Diane Abbott. If you can bring someone like Natalie Elphicke, who's the most foul individual, into the party, why the hell can't you bring back Diane Abbott at the very least? It doesn't feel right to me. I'm not happy about it. It's all messed up, and it makes no sense to me whatsoever. Scottish water's not privatised. No. Ooh, back in the chat. There we go. Please make it stop. If you ever wanted a system of democracy that destroys society, this is it. That's not really democracy. I don't think it's democracy, not when you've got whips. You vote for your MP, don't you? Right? If the MP sits in Parliament, and then the government itself whips them into line, so they vote in line with the government. or the party. That's not democracy. You've lost the democracy as soon as your MP steps into Parliament and gets whipped. Doesn't make any sense to me. I understand why they do it. It's just so you can get you get your bills passed and stuff like that. But you shouldn't get your bills passed on that pretense. Force somebody to do it. Oh, crikey, or bribe them. Well, if you vote on this, we'll do this. We'll give you this much more money or something like that. That's not how it works. It shouldn't be how it works anyway. It's not clean. It's not clean. It's corrupt, if you ask me. It's legal corruption. Mark is the biggest fan, says, I am not voting Labour because they deny Scottish democracy. Same as the Tories, as if we want PR implemented, forced representation. Labour being in the minority and having to work with the other parties that have PR in their, proportional representation. The manifesto means it's more likely to happen than with a massive Labour majority. Well, I think it's going to be massive in England. Definitely going to be a massive Labour majority, isn't there? All this talk about, oh crikey, it could be a hung, as Rishi Sunak say, it could be a hung Parliament and all that. Look what happened to Brexit. Oh, Theresa May and all that. Bollocks, ain't gonna happen. That's gonna be a landslide. I've got no doubt. And I'm not that keen on it either. There's too much power. They do what they like. Look what Boris Johnson. They do what he liked. And obviously, not Rishi Sunak on the basis of Boris Johnson's flipping vote. He do what he likes. It's getting less and less and less now, though, isn't it? It's getting less majority. There are about 6 main parties here. No one votes Green anymore because they are extremists who want to get out of the EU and NATO. Oh, crikey, you're in the... I forgot where you are now. Is it Croatia or somewhere?
Smaller in number, are we? But larger in mind.
English poo water now flowing around in the Scottish Seas environment testing has found in Fort Clyde Thai estuaries. Bloody hell. You see, we have tidal waters. Of course it travels. Have you seen what happens to this stuff as well? It doesn't remain like a turd. Like a little turd boat. No. It breaks up into like little balls. Like those little balls of poop. It just rolls around, you see, in the sea as it moves about. And it breaks down into these little marble-sized balls. And then it shifts miles and miles, hundreds of miles, and it actually ends up on the French coastline as well. So there's no doubt you're going to get it, especially on the on the Channel side, on the east coast. I guess it's going to go up and down there, isn't it? They move like crazy. God. So they found it there, blimey. So, do they know if it's English poo or if it's Scottish poo? How do you tell? Have you done the DNA? Is any of it ginger? Sorry, I'm being childish. Sorry. Oh dear. Hello, Lee Corn. Hope you're well. Evening. It's only 31 degrees C in my loft. Oh my giddy on. That's the thing. When I had my place in Sallows, I had a dark room up in the loft, and oh my giddy on, it used to get so hot in the summer. Flipping boiled up there. Yeah, I bet you're sweating. Vincent Brennan excluded, but the Westminster idiots will stop the Scottish Parliament from calling an independence referendum. We need to give the Scottish people what they want. It's not our Scotland. It's just not. If they want to have a vote on it, that's up to them, as far as I'm concerned. I wonder if Winnie the Pooh swims in British waters, only if it's made of honey. Hello, Casper Northern. Hi. And Spixie Cat, is the colour of your boiled water irrelevant? No, because it is relevant. It might not be toxic, but so you see, some things don't go just because you boiled it. You might kill parasites and bacteria, but you're not going to get rid of the chemical content if there's nitrates and stuff like that in your water. That won't go. You need to filter them, at the very least, with carbon. It's not like that saying in Kevin and Perry then. You talk about he's dragging up the old beach with his what's it? It's not like that then. They won't just they won't just be ending up at the coast. Let's have a heavy storm in the winter, and the small poop balls learn to fly. What? Well, they grow little wings or something. Oh, blimey. Is that a bird? Is that a plane? No, it's a turd, you flippin' idiot. About to hit you in the eye. I'm listening, but not keeping an eye on the chat, says Billy Kershaw. Cleaning a piece of fossil tree found in... Oh, excellent. Interesting. They got a big old Norfolk Museum Service. They got at Mammoth. I think it's found in the 90s, wasn't it? And that's prehistoric fossilized mammoth thing. It's huge. There's a place actually on where was that again? I think it's on east north coast of Norfolk, and it's a place that got like loads of fossilized tree stumps. It's pretty cool. I was walking down south in Derby, water out the tap was dodgy grey-brown colour, so I drank my own water to be safe. Yeah, it was a bit salty. Oh, that water! Don't do that. How do you reach anyway? Got a good aim? Blimey. Yeah, don't do that either. Although they say it comes out your body, it should be sterile. I don't know how sterile it is, though. I don't know about the poo, though. That's definitely not sterile. I can have all sorts of pathogens in it. You can actually buy poo online to eat, you know. It's true. Buy poo. Poo tablets. It's all to do with the bacteria, the good bacteria, you see. There we go. All shorts. The scene where they're in the water with the floater. That'd have to be a local poo, though. That would have to be. The ones that are travelling further upstream, they end up with those little balls, don't they? You see? Yeah, like little poo pebbles. They're lovely. Weirdo, where even the trees are fossils. Well, there we go. I mean, boiling a mix of water and poo. Oh, I wouldn't want to drink it. No, I wouldn't. Oh, crikey. All this talk of poo. Give me diarrhea, it is, I tell you. Too late. Look, Grandpa, you shouted. Another film reference. Bad Grandpa. Right. Oh, I suppose across the UK. I don't feel sorry for the parents. They're sort of desperately trying to balance the bills, aren't they? You know, it just ain't enough money coming into the households. It just isn't. It's just no, but you know, some people are okay, you know, getting by and what have you, but they're not as well off as they used to be. They might even be earning more money, but they don't necessarily mean they got more to spend. They find they didn't feed their children, some of these people. The workers are sacrificing their mental and physical health. Sort of juggling multiple jobs, you know, say, but the nurses and what have you, doing like double shifts and what have you. More people are being driven to the food banks. So 3,000 food bank parcels were handed out by the Trussell Trust last year. 1,003. So 3 million food bank parcels were handed out to people last year. And 1.3 million handed out just to children alone. There's a 27% increase in pensioners going to food banks now. It's maddening. And these Tories, what they do when a new food bank is going to be opened, they'll go down there, smile and yay, faces with glee and all that, while they cut the ribbon. Yeah. They'll get some kind of trophy. It's maddening. It's a failure of government is what it is. We shouldn't need flipping food banks, especially not 1,400 of them. There was under 500 food banks before Tories got in. And then there's 1,500. It's just ridiculous. See, food prices have been skyrocketing, haven't they? Making everything much more difficult to balance those books. Apocalyptic levels, they say. But fear not. The benevolent Tory MPs have swooped in with their top-tier budgeting wisdom to help us navigate this dire cost of living crisis. Yeah, Jeremy Cunt spouting all that load of bollocks the other day. Let's take a look at their sage advice, for instance. Learn how to cook, ain't you? You say. That's what the Tories say. You need to learn how to cook properly. Like Lee Anderson and his 30p meals with his infinite wisdom. And he has to deduced that you're struggling with food poverty and relying on the food banks. And it's clear because you don't know how to cook. Crikey. Well, he's defected now, hasn't he? No longer MP for Ashfield. He's now UKIPper. Or was it Reform? Taking home his 80, well, that's an hour. So what are they getting now? It was 85,000 a year, wasn't it? And they've recently got a pay rise in the 90s now. 90 odd thousand, 93,000, isn't it now? Something crazy amount of money that they get. Well, he proclaimed last year in the Commons that the food banks are redundant in the UK. What? 3 million food bank parcels been handed out. He said they've been redundant. They're more and more important than ever before. He says the real issue insists that people on low incomes simply lack cooking and budgeting skills. Why waste time worrying about the cost of living when you can just whip up a 30p meal? Said Lee Anderson from scratch. Even Jerry, I can say that. Anyway, he has a profound understanding. That's Lee Anderson. Demonstrated how ignorant he is. But he would say ignorancy. He would say something, I suppose he would say like, ignorance, not poverty, is the true enemy, he would say. He's got to learn how to cook. Lee Anderson, like I say, was it Ashfield MP? Well, he's not Ashfield MP. He's just under reform now, isn't he? But he won't be next. In the next flipping ballot. Well, he said on Parliament live TV. Where was it? I can't remember what it was. What did he? Okay, I got it here. I think you'll see firsthand that there's not this massive use for food banks in this country. You've got a generation after generation who cannot cook properly, he said. They can't cook a meal from scratch. They cannot budget. And he went on to claim that you can cook a nutritious meal for 30p. What do you mean? Like super noodle or something like that, is it? And he went on to say, and what we do at the food bank, we show them how to cook, he says. Cheap and nutritious meals. Yes, that's what he was doing. On a budget, that's what he says. We can make a meal for around 30p, he said. A day. And this is cooking from scratch. Flippin' plonker. They get worse, don't they? One nut job. Was it Rachel McLean? She said you got to work more hours. You need to get yourself a better paid job, she said. There ain't any better paid jobs. They're all flipping on minimum wage now. Well, she's a safeguarding witness, I believe. So much for safeguarding. Well, she'd cracked the code, she had, of the cost of living crisis. The solution is elegantly simple, she said. Just earn more, she said. Forget the trifles of choosing between heating and eating. Or staying on a flipping bus and driving around in circles in London. Yes, Richie Sunak. Just take on more hours, do more work. You're already doing 3 jobs, do another one. You don't need sleep. And then my camera's gone loopy. So I better do something about that, don't I? Deactivate. Activate. Oh, we're back. I froze for a moment, you see. Yeah, saw this talk of food. 30p meals. Oh, nutritious and tasty it would be. Yes. Just earn more, forget the trifles of choosing between heating and eating. Just take on more hours, that's what I do, you know. Do all those jobs that the Tories don't want to do. But yet secure a better, higher paid job. Now, that McLean woman, she goes on to say, she says, yeah, that she's a woman of extensive experience. She was working in Hong Kong, she was. Sydney and Tokyo. With the HSBC. And later, well, founding Pact Publishing Limited with her old hubby. Yeah, so she obviously knows what she's talking about. Which reported 1.8 million in operating profits in 2020. Oh. I'm alright, Jack, then, I suppose. Well, we're MP salary as well, 84,000 pounds back then. And then that additional 213,000 claimed in expenses. That's got to be a con. McLean advises us to protect ourselves better by simply increasing our income. It's easy peasy. You can split yourself 3 ways. You know how it goes, you know. You don't need to have a life or a family, you know. Just sedate them and put them in the cupboard. Come back home, shove some food in the cupboard. Shove some food in the cob. Sedate them again, put them back in the cupboard and go back to work. That's what you got to do. Just so you can pay the extortionate electric bills and the increased water charges that you're going to be getting. 46% extra or something this year. No, don't do it. Stand up. Stand and deliver. No, stand and protest and not pay the water bill. Not fit for service. Not fit for purpose. God, these people. They are horrendous. They are. And then you got George Useless. Put the name brand products down, he says. Get yourself some stripy Tesco's. I don't know, are these stripy anymore? Tesco's value brand, black, amber and white stripes? I don't know. That's what he said when he was back in the Environment Secretary, lying about the fishing industry. About whether or not they can ship their mussels into the EU. And now he's stepped down, didn't he? Plonker. Well, he provides our next gem of wisdom, he does. When asked how many people could afford a family Sunday roast, he suggested a groundbreaking strategy, he did. Buy super own brand products. Because obviously, The key to financial stability lies in opting for value brands over the fancy stuff. Well, you know that old money-saving expert, Martin Lewis? He aptly described George Useless's advice as patronising, highlighting the absurdity of assuming that those struggling to make ends meet are already buying the cheapest options available. They are. And they're always the first options that disappear off the shelves when the effects of Brexit kicks in, for instance. Well, I suppose you could always rent out your annex. Your granny annex. You got a granny annex? I'm sure you have. You must have, yeah. Everyone's got a granny annex. Tory MP Jackie Doyle-Price, yeah. She offered some brilliant housing advice, she did, yeah. You don't need to worry about building houses, you know. No. We don't need social housing. No. We need granny annexes. That's what we need. Young people should rejoice. Now, Doyle-Price, she suggested that we should utilise our granny annexes as though we've all got them. Those self-contained flats that we apparently have attached to our homes. Patronising people these are. Deluded from reality that they are. Well, we'll make better use of these mythical housing assets. Now, Doyle-Price believes that we can provide hope to young people and reduce the healthcare costs by avoiding unnecessary hospital stays. Just don't go. And if you don't have a granny annex, just move to a house. That does. Simple solution, you see. So obvious, really. I don't know why we aren't already doing that. Well, those who clearly understand the everyday struggles of common folk, so that they have it. Pearls of wisdom from our compassionate Tory MPs. Ain't they lovely? They're all cuddly, they are, yeah. Look at that Kit Malthouse. He's overly cuddly, that one. Blimey. He's like a space opera. Anyway, pearls of wisdom. Well, just so you can weather the storm of the cost of living crisis. Do you know what? I think we are all so fortunate to have positively endured, this Tory government. Ain't they wonderful? So much advice and so much good advice and caring, understanding individuals. Don't understand why people are so horrible to them, do you? No. Good night, X-Man. Take care, my friend. Be good. Phone box chicken. Hello there. I didn't see a phone box chicken anywhere. I'll be having a few pilsners during the concert too. Ooh, what concert? I got a left. I do like left. Hello, Chris Shallum or Hallam. Hope you're well. Scrolling up. Oh yeah, scrolling up. What have I missed? Guinness isn't beer. Nothing you have to chew. Nothing you have to chew is liquid. I like stout. I'm not so keen on Guinness, but I like Murphy's. There's one here actually by it's called 8.6 or something. 8.6 black, and I like that. That's good stuff. But you do have to chew it a bit. Yeah, it's quite dense, syrupy almost. But I like it. All right, it's high in iron. It is. Yeah, it gives you, yeah, it does. Stand and deliver. It's a slogan. That's what it is. Stand and deliver. Yeah. Money all your life. What was that? Crikey. The Tories will take your life. It was that free money thing. Remember, they took it too hard. Yes, free money. He wasn't happy when he read my reports on Facebook afterwards. His office researched me as I was a Green Party candidate in the last years of the local elections. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know who you're referring to, because I didn't say that bit yet. I need to scroll up. Oh. I was drinking that Pilsner Urquell, or however you spell it. Much better than the same stuff in the UK. Well, everything in the UK is now at 3.75%, and to avoid the additional duty. Hello, Andrew Evans. Hope you're well, my friend. Billy Kershaw. Hello there. Carbonite. What? Hello, Vincent. Hope you're well. And when you go to your local MP's open surgery to what? When you go to your local MPs for open surgery and try to ask all questions about themselves and their government, they cry harassment to the police. Probably. I directed them to a bar which has a tank of Pilsner. I'm sure their minds were blown. Blimey, a tank of Pilsner. Yeah, actually, that's a very good point. Actually, the Tories are gaslighting. Well, they turned it into a policy. Everything is gaslight now, isn't it? Everything. That's what they're doing now. They are gaslighting like hell at the moment. Like, for instance, Rishi Sunak making out that Labour Party, it'll be too dangerous, you see. Yeah. You won't be safe with the Labour Party. You'll be safer with us. Yeah, we're a strong pair of hands. Yeah, look at the last 14 years of shit that we put you through. Literally shit. Start with a broth of grandma's bones. What? Oh, lovely. Oh. 30p meals. Oh, that's what you got the annex for, you see. You free up the annex by boiling up the grandmother. That's what you do. Oh, my giddy. Oh, quite. Oh, Dominic Cummings. Yes, he's been rearing his ugly head again, hasn't he? Crikey. Oh, yeah, I didn't mention that. Don't forget to boot the old like button. Helps the channel, you know. And crikey, don't I need some help? Blimey. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Tories and their ilk, along with the people at 30p Lee, they are picketing outside all the new food banks and destroying the food, just adding to their cruelty and rubbing our noses in it. Ooh. The food banks are actually really struggling now to actually get enough food. And obviously donations as well. Obviously, some food banks find it harder than others. You know, depends on the area that you're in. Obviously, there's more poverty. You're going to need more food, aren't you? And if you're in a poverty-stricken area, those people ain't got the money to do donations. So you're relying on donations from further afield. Who caused the ignorance? Well, it's the Tories. Of course, it's number 3. I must agree. In all fairness, some Americans asked where they could find Budweiser. Ooh, I don't like Budweiser. Too sweet. I said Budvar, and they said no. American Budweiser. American Budweiser. I think there's clues in the name, isn't it? American Budweiser isn't even considered beer here. It's rice and corn syrup. Oh. Free party. free party Lee. Yes, is trying to beat George Galloway for the amount of times he's jumped ship to keep on the gravy train. That's exactly what he's doing. George Galloway as well. He's definitely on the gravy train. He's only using the Palestine thing because for him it's politically advantageous, isn't it? He don't believe any of that shit he's been spouting. He's a foul, hateful, angry little man, isn't he? Crikey, is George Galloway. But Keir Starmer. Yeah, I'm. Do you know what? When he was voted to be the leader of the party and what have you, I was so pleased. I really was. But he's just let me down. Personally, that's what I feel anyway. But I've got no choice. Still gonna vote for him. Isn't really any choice. For anyone who wanted to try your lovely tipple, that is, I tell you. Yes, you need it fresh though. It's got to be fresh. I'll just point out that it's a waste product that our bodies expend water to get rid of. Yeah, so basically you'll dehydrate yourself even more if you drink it, pretty much. Then again, isn't it a bit like a turbo? Sort of rebreathing your exhaust fuel, you know. There must be a certain amount of good stuff that gets out of there. And you could refilter it, you know. Take it back right in again. Oh, God, can you imagine it? Some people are into that anyway, aren't they? Look at the orange one. Donald Trump, he's into water sports, ain't he? So here, golden showers and all that. Oh dear. I'll tell you what I need to do. I've got a clip, I've got one of my shorts on my woodworking channel. It's funny. It's done nearly 1 million views on TikTok now. I'll have to put it on there. I'll do that. Oh no! Don't do it. They say don't do it. I'm saying that. Don't do it. I was drinking a Bundavar 25 years ago. Very nice. A little bowling club Stockton. Never tried it. Never had that one. No. Horse pee with bubbles. Probably. Jupp James. Hello there, Jupp James. In Germany, Budweiser has to come from the city of Budweis. Of course, yes. Oh, Appalachian stuff, isn't it? Funny enough, supermarkets here advertise for the Czech beer during the Super Bowl. Interesting. The orange one isn't exactly someone to use as an example of life choices. No. Crikey. He's fallen asleep. He seriously just... He's sitting there. The only day he has office on a Wednesday. All the other days he's in court. And he's still going to be good. You know, he's up in the polls, isn't he? Beating Biden, skimming Biden at the moment in the polls. There's the real risk that he's going to be the next president of the United States. That is going to be, oh, blimey. Maybe that's what I need. I get on the old bandwagon. I just make videos about Donald Trump. It's going to be hilarious and dangerous at the same time. God's sake. I wonder if you'll build a little secret building somewhere so you can put all those papers in with a photocopier. How you got away with that? It's just nuts. The judge literally just has postponed the trial date indefinitely. There's a flippin' photocopier next to open boxes of all these documents in a room that you wouldn't have a photocopy in unless there was documents there. It's a rule for everyone else. No one else can get away with this. If you've got money, you can get away with it. Well, he's got donors, isn't he? You know, in the form of ordinary people that are so hoodwinked by him. They keep chucking them 20, 30 quid here and there, don't they? Crazy bunch, aren't they? They are. And what real choice do Americans, or indeed ourselves, actually have? Unless you, of course, we take things into our own hands. Well, we've got no real choice, and I think the choice is, we've made our choice now. Or that, most people are going to be voting for Labour, I think. Obviously, unless you're Scottish, probably. But I don't think my thing when I look at the American economy and the GDP and the growth and what have you, and the fact that there's more actual jobs now in the United States. The problem is the people who are actually doing the work that aren't feeling any benefits from it because the cost of living's gone up if it's more expensive. And Biden's getting blamed for it. What people seem to understand and realise, it's not the person that, who's got the head of the table is necessarily making all the bloody decisions. He's just saying, oh, that sounds like a good idea. You do that one, It'll be the party, won't it? He moved these documents. Where to? To the bathroom? Because there was loads in there as well, weren't there? But why were they there at Mar-a-Lago? They shouldn't even been there. That volume of secret documents at his home. No! There's no excuse. There was boxes and boxes and boxes of it. I mean, over 100 boxes. I think that's actually about 300 odd boxes. That's crazy, man. You're right, Margus. Look how much the royal family have got away with over the century. Almost. God, definitely. It's all very well for Charlie Boy going on about slavery and stuff like that now, isn't it? But quite frankly, it's
smaller in number, are we? But larger in mind.
He's one of the ones who've been benefiting from it. Hello, Mark's biggest fan. Cheers, buddy. The septic tanks could always vote for RFK. He seems like he is on top of his meds. Yeah, right. Cheers, my friend. Thank you. Andrew Evans, yes, and not even once has the royal family been voted out. Yes, all voted in. There's only one way of getting rid of the royals. It's either they all die all at once. Maybe something genetic. No, actually, crikey, they'll be their kids who aren't genetic. Anyway, they're all got to peck it, or we're going to have to get them pitchforks or something, you know? Derriere. How else are we going to do it? And erase the videos of them moving the boxes. Oh, crikey. And then he got them in the court on tape, didn't he? Bragging. Jump James, you've been drinking too much. Oh, I get it, Aunt Carlin. Oh, Carlin, and expect German bears to be the same. Yes, it's probably. I think it's about 9%, this one. It's left ritual. No, it's 9%. Yeah, it's 9%. It's ritual. Hence, you don't drink it quick. No. Because. The worst beer I have ever drank was with Graham Hughes on that flipping island. Oh my God, it's what Nat's pee. You couldn't get decent beer there. You just couldn't, it wasn't there. It was the worst. It was chronic. Well, oh, there we come. You were on Left Ritual last week as well. I know, because I bought a box. They had one special offer in Super U. 12 for the price of 6. So I bought 12. Obviously. But I can't drink them that quick because they're quite strong. They have to make it weak. Oh, they have to make it weak to keep you hydrated. Yeah. Oh, what you mean? But it don't taste of anything. It's just Nat's pee. It's horrible. And we drank so much of it. You couldn't get drunk on it. You know. Graham did, but you know, Graham quite regularly fell into the like drop his phone into the to the sea. And his light. It was a mess. He's just stumbling all over the place. He just bought this because he just got this phone, right? He stumbled and he dropped his phone straight into the off the pontoon. And then the wind got his he had his light. He was out there in the we're outside and in the hammocks doing the live stream, whatever. And the wind got up and it grabbed his light. It did, and tripod, and put that into the sea. You know, he didn't have much luck, I'll tell you. I'd say chance prefers the prepared mind. If it could happen, the likelihood it's going to, and it did, but he didn't listen. But there you go. I can forgive you for not reading my super chat. What did I see? Johnny, I hadn't seen this. Oh, but where are we? Done that one. Septic tanks. Johnny. I'll tell you what. Let me just let's see if I can find it. Hey, I got it now. I got it. Too long since a functional government and no base line, says Johnny K. No, we ain't got when is the last time we had a functional government? Well, Tony Blair, I suppose. Okay, cocked up in the end, but he did actually do some good. Make sure I haven't missed anybody else. Nope, that's good. Do apologise. Sorry. I'm so busy talking, I didn't see it. I do apologise. I feel guilty now. I do. Made me feel guilty. I'm going to do all can taste. Oh, crikey. You got no taste for 15 years. Anosmia. Anosmia. Doesn't mean you can't taste anything whatsoever. Just food is just food. Says, ooh. Do you enjoy the shape of food? Derek McCall says, I'm not a beer fan myself. If pressed, I'll have a panache, which is like shandy or Francais. And still looking for a decent cider here in the Carrez. Got one at the market once, never found it again. Actually, my son bought quite a nice cider, 6%, which is right sort of percentage for cider, I think. I can't remember what it's called now. I think it was one of the northern side. That was actually quite nice. You got to make your own cider. That's what you got to do. You got the apple trees. I've got the cider on the go. I tell you what I do now is I'm having a lot of problems with my. You probably know my voice. I'm having a lot of problems with my vocal range. If you watch my videos about a year ago and listen to what I sound like, I'm totally different now. It's just like my voice is broken. You know, got me by my balls as. Anyway, but my thyroid and my vocal cords. I had the scans. There's no problem there, but it's linked to my fibromyalgia. That affects everything. But my vocal range has been squeezed. If I try and actually reach the notes, they're just not there. It's almost like it just stops. You know what I mean? And the more you try, there's nothing coming out your mouth. It's bizarre. You know. First, I thought it was on YouTube. I thought it's just been talking too much on YouTube, but it wasn't. But I lose my voice really quickly now. Or no taste or smell. It's a bit like one of the symptoms, isn't it, from if you get COVID? Oh, a traumatic brain injury. Was it a motorbike accident or something like that? Oh, crikey. Or did you become a Tory at one point? Yeah, that must be shit. Hello, Grant Sloan. I hope you're well, my friend. We've been talking about these nasty Tories we have. Yeah, terrible people, you know. They got no heart. That's what they got, you know. Need to see the wizard. No apple trees, just hazelnut. One in the next door's garden. Best cider I found in shops so far was a dry Normandy. Well, this was a Normandy cider. Though I think the nice one I had was a Carisian one. Got ya. Maybe it still tastes of apple, not just fermented apple. I've done all my own apple cider vinegar this year as well. I've got I've got 30, 40 bottles, which is about 1/2 litres in a bottle of apple cider vinegar. That lasts us a little while, you know. There is a artisanal cider trend. Hopped cider aged in oak barrels. Well, probably Norfolk cider and that. Or can I get these better old meat in it, or a dead rat? Oh dear. Hello, David McGuinness. Hope you're well, my friend. Hi, folks. Late, so I'm on the naughty steps, says David McGuinness. Oh, you're a very, very naughty boy. You are. Oh, anyway, what was I doing? Okay, I got a bit sidetracked. I have, yeah. Blimey. Now, I have done a video on this. I did a video about how I feel about transgender and stuff like that. And it went down a lot better than I expected, because I was really nervous about it, if I'm absolutely honest. And I saw this tweet by Elon Musk. And it got me going, it did. Anyway, let me show you what I mean. And I have done a video about it, so I'll probably put it on tomorrow, I think. What am I doing? Twitter. That's one. There you go. Elon Musk, you know that plonker? I was gonna call him something else, but you know, I'll get banned. He says it's extremely concerning, right? somebody shared this, right? A study, a risk of suicide increases 12 times after gender-affirming surgery. Is anyone surprised? So I had a look at this flippant survey, and it doesn't say that at all. Yeah, Elon Musk's happy to flip and, well, share stuff because it suits his narrative. Because he's a nasty, horrid individual. He really is. You know, I used to like the guy. I thought, but when he started getting all political, once he got this flipping platform, he's just turned into a right old flipping nutter. Yes. I don't think that anybody who owns platforms like this, I think there should be a regulator, and the regulator should say, if you're going to own a platform like that, you are not allowed to have any political or post any political views on that platform. Period. Now, when I think of, oh crikey, Mark Zuckerberg with his weird hair and his strange-looking girlfriend, he's not constantly posting stuff on Facebook, is he? No, not nasty, vicious stuff. So, I managed to find. I found the highlights on the actual thing itself, but this person has actually posted it here as well, and the bit that sort of shot down what this person was trying to say was the outcome of this actual survey. Now, I'll just read the last little paragraph, or last sentence, sorry. So the result was, right, so, however, given the standard practice of undergoing psychiatric testing before being approved for gender affirmation surgery, individuals contemplating the procedure may potentially pose a greater suicide risk compared to those who have been approved surgery. So it's the other way around. So individuals that are going through the process, don't be wrong, I obviously don't understand any of this, because at the end of the day, I've been married 30 odd years, I've got 6 kids and 11 grandchildren, and it's kind of like, it's not my thing. But I don't want to hate on people because they're transgender, for whatever reason, or any minority group like this, Yet people like Elon Musk is very happy to, just share lies, basically. The flippin' survey didn't even say anything like this. You know what it is, though? Elon Musk he's very uncomfortable at the moment because he had a son who's now a daughter. Jenna Xavier Musk. So he's, quite frankly, hated by his own offspring, his own kids. They hate him. Well, majority of them do, anyway. What does it say about being a dad? If your own kids hate you, it's just nuts. It's just nuts. Horrible, 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 horrible man. He really is. Just leave people alone, 0.5% of the population. It doesn't affect anybody. The only people that it affects are the people actually involved in it, the people going through it. I can't remember what it is. I think it's 2.7% of the population in the UK, or is it the world? I don't know. Is not diagnosed, but are intersex. Oh, good night, James. Take care, my friend. Be good. I suppose it's getting late. In summary, for making the statistics, the options we have fit. In summary, hang on. What have I missed? Okay, there we go. But the changes in the surface chemistry is different woods are already a second order effect. Now I'm getting confused because I'm going backwards. I'll get really confused. Okay, extremely concerning that someone like Elon Musk accepts any statistics from the platform formerly known as Twitter. You had to get that in, didn't you? But yeah, oh, God's sake. He's horrendous. he in the past he said some really quite cool stuff, you know, some lots of real mind-opening stuff, really. And he's just gone right down that old flipping. It's gone dark. If it ain't the Mexicans, he's hating on transgender, and it's just the problem is there's a lot of people that follow him, and some of the comments are horrendous. One comment I saw on there, which I mentioned in my video actually, was oh well, this just confirms that, you know, transgender should be classed as a medical condition, as a mental condition. Like you got screw loose or something. They're the ones with the screw loose. It's just nasty. Just leave them alone, you know. And not enough people speak out about it. I never used to do videos about it at all. I was really worried about it. I'll be absolutely honest about it, to be honest. Because be honest. But because it's a really sensitive topic that you can just get so wrong. I'm not going to try and say that I understand, because I don't understand. I just want people to be left alone to do what they want to do, you know, just to be themselves, who they are. Equal says, I believe that the rate of trans people who regret having gender-affirming surgery is less than those who have knee surgery. Actually, I can confirm that. Our friend just had knee surgery in the UK. And he's had hip done as well. Although he can walk now, he clunks. He's not happy about it because he feels weird, but he can't walk properly. It's something not quite right there. It's dodgy Chinese one, I reckon. They probably bought it off Temu. Go on, I've been buying stuff off Temu. What a load of crap that is. Oh my Gideon. In a bit of trouble though. Because now, since the... What, Bonnie? You're there. Oh, he's all right. Since, I can't remember what it's called now, there's a bill that's gone through in the EU, which allows companies in the EU to take to court companies that aren't in the EU, you know, third countries such as, you know, China and the UK and what have you. So the company themselves can take them to court. There's 17 companies in the EU taking Temu to court for misrepresenting the products, basically lying about the products, basically. And I can confirm that some of the stuff I had from there has been so bad, like force the bits, which is like a large drill bit. That literally isn't. It says 40 mil, right? You measure it's 40 mil, but it drills a hole at 42 because it's bent. So it's just I had some stuff from there that's been actually, that's fine, you know, because it's so simple and basic, it doesn't really matter. And there's other stuff I had from there that's just so bad. But you see, it's going to bite them in the derrieres, you know. You can't keep selling rubbish on your platform. Do you want to go outside, Wally? He's waiting at the door. I think that's you want to go outside? You want a treat first. There you go. There, where is it? You dropped it. There. There you got it. Right, I'm just going to let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? Ooh, come on. Anyone else? No? That's it, wait. Just one. That's just one. It's going to be one at a time, isn't it? That's what it's going to be. You know what? Caroline's in England and that. And I'm here on my own with the doggies. It's quite nice. Oh dear. He's a con man, and he's a fraud, and I love Thunderfoot's vids on him. I hadn't seen that, and his super fans. Oh, I hadn't seen that. To clarify, not trans people have knee surgery, but the general public who have knee surgery hope that it clears that up. Okay. Oh. Will be better than having Dylan and his flea-ridden, scruffy owner and the squeaky, timid little bloke with the big boots and short pants. Ah, yes, most definitely. That Dylan, he keeps pooping, didn't he? He kept pooping on the carpet in number 10. Or was it number 11? Can't remember now. Which one was he in? Blimey. And number 11 was it? Yeah, Boris was in number 11. I think it's all based on chemistry. Chemical changes occur and create different flavours, like the chemistry guy who made grape soda from plastic gloves. Lovely. Not a subject for artificial culture wars to dominate the peasants. Well, that's what they're doing, isn't it? That's what Lee Anderson said. That he said we'll have to be fighting the general election on culture wars. He said, didn't he? That's what Lee Anderson said. Yeah, lovely people, aren't they? But the changes in the surface chemistry of different woods are already a second-order effect. I think I've lost the plot now. Have I gone too far? Oh, crikey, yeah. Phil McCracken! Hello, Phil McCracken. Phil McCracken's here. Shiver my timbers. That's totally irrelevant, but there you go. Oh, Wally, what come in now? He's like that. 2 seconds, Wally. You're impatient. Come on. I know. Little Wally dog, what's he like, eh? Don't look at me like that. Crikey. He's giving me the look. Oh. Just give me a treat again. Blimey, these dogs, you're trouble. You know that, Wally. You're trouble. Which then I could give you one. I've got to give them one as well, haven't I? One over there. That one. Will she catch it? Nope, she missed. Because of my dodgy throwing skills. Poor Sir Larry the cat, you have to put up with some real roasters. I know, that poor cat. Okay, listen to that Rachel Flippin Johnson going on about how he's a really nice guy. When my mother, we all met up or something, some party somewhere, and it was probably number 10 or something. And my mother was there, and she couldn't get up the steps because she was ill, wasn't she? You know, it's probably after Flippin Stanley Johnson beating her up with his fists. And anyway, Richie Sunak, he got up straight away, he did, and he carried my mother up the steps. Can you imagine that? His little tiny legs, the short trousers. He wouldn't be to see where he's going, would he? No. Oh, I know he did it. He used his ears as radar. That's what he did. Yeah, that's what I reckon. I wonder how Timu was different to Wish or whatever. Never used Wish. It's a bit. I don't know if it is different or not, but Timu is not. You don't get everything. It's a bit like Amazon in some ways. So it's they're all different sellers on there. It's all crap. Loads of rubbish I've been buying off there. It's cheap, but it's so much rubbish. And sizings and stuff like that. If you buy anything, I bought a hat off there. It's so tight. They said it was 59 centimetres. No, it wasn't. It was more like 56. I was like, ooh, get a headache. David McGuinness, excellent. We'll be waiting for your application into the Nordic Council. Do it. Do it. But you see, everything's gone to pot. And there's poop absolutely everywhere, unfortunately, for you. Let's get rid of him. Elon Musk. Horrible man. There's no getting away from it. No. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What should we do then? That one? Blimey. I have so much stuff that I have sort of ready to go. And then I kind of already sort of spent, 2 hours, 21 minutes. Oh, right. Well, they are still repeating the myth. You're work shy. And that's why you're poor. Right, let's do something different, shall we? I think so. Right, that doesn't format properly, but yeah. Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's do that one. Let's start. All right, let's do a bit about food. Let's go a little bit about food. I like food. I do. I wasn't all the way up there. I didn't put it up there. Come back down here, you. Let's bring it down here. I'll do. Go away. That's it. What's going on? I do. Anyway, a new report identifies, right? This is quite scary, actually. It's in the UK. So there's a new report, and it's identifying that fruits and vegetables are laden now with pesticides. Yeah. That drives experts to call for new regulations in the UK, because obviously they got rid of them, didn't they? You know, I'm all right, Jack, in the EU. There's still problems over here, you know, still finding PFAS and all sorts of stuff, but not necessarily copious amounts of pesticides. See, some of these pesticides are systemic or systematic? Systemic, and they basically go into the plant. Now, one of the practices regarding potatoes, grown potatoes, what have you, so they could harvest a potato all at the same time, was to kill the tops off. They used to use glyphosate for that. Glyphosate 360 GL. It's a systemic weed killer. It's the one that been banned in the EU. Actually, it isn't actually technically banned. The actual one of the additives are banned. Anyway, so they've yes, it's been banned in the EU, but in the UK, the potatoes might have, like, for instance, they either burn the tops off, or they use weed killers to burn the tops off. Basically, in this case, they use systemic weed killers, and the problem with that is it goes into the tubers. Systemic goes in the whole plant. You see, the idea it kills all the green growth, doesn't it? Well, not kill the tuber, but it still remain in the tuber. You can't get away from that. It's like the neonic pesticides and stuff, don't you? The bee killing pesticides and stuff. It literally just goes into the plant. You know, it's quite worrying stuff, really. So yes, they say it is deeply worrying. They are very, very worried. Yeah. No one has given their consent to be exposed to these harmful chemicals. That's the thing, you see. Put your faith into organisations and governments to protect you, and they fail. At every chance, they fail. Such as the sewage in the seas and the water, and cryptosporidium in your drinking water.
Smaller in number, are we? But larger in mind.
Mustn't miss it this time. Mustn't miss it. Wastewater treatment isn't magic. It's chemistry. Of course, post-Brexit sovereign Britain doesn't acknowledge mundane concepts like chemistry. Well, they don't acknowledge counting either. So no, they wouldn't, would they? It's called science. They're all like flat earthers. Oh my God! I had some, I can't remember which channel it was, on one of my channels. I had somebody on there. Oh, crikey, I can't remember who it was now, but somebody on there put on about 20 odd posts, all on the same theme, but different posts. And that's a conspiracy theory about these solar flares. I can't remember what they called it now. It's called space screen or something. You got to do the space screen. I was going to get all these problems, you see. You'll get sick with all the solar flares. Oh, I mean, it was just ridiculous. It was just, yeah. Anyway, so a study. Oh my Gideon! It's adverts. I don't like adverts. Let's just increase. Oh, hang on. That's not right. That's right there. That's bring it a bit bigger. There you go. So fruits, vegetables, spices, and beans were found to include the residue of 10 per and polyfluoroalkyl substances. Can you hear my dog in the background? He's seen something he wants, and he's going to bark until he gets what he wants. I do love him, but crikey. Anyways, and these are the PFAs and other forever chemicals, which can remain in the environment for thousands of years, and it's been linked to cancer, fertility, and immune problems. Can you hear me talking about male fertility and your sperm count, right? And the fact that your sperm can't swim straight. Well, that's all. They've got a link there between that and the PFA chemicals. If your sperm can't swim straight, it can't get through the fallopian tubes. You see, it keep going around circles. You see, I keep bashing into the side, wouldn't it? You know. Anyway, so it's been linked to cancer, fertility, and immune problems, and developmental delays and behavioural changes in children. Let alone the fact that our kids are getting smaller, they're shrinking. On average, are smaller than kids in the EU. So what happens? We keep feeding them that bloody crap we get in the supermarkets and all that processed food. That's all wonder at it, really, is it? The stuff that was put in kids' packed lunches when Caroline's at school. It's also like cheese strings and all that sort of stuff. It's all processed this and processed that. Nothing healthy. That and chocolate bars and packets of crisps. Well, anyway, the Pesticide Action Network UK used data from the government's expert committee on pesticide residues in food, which annually tests about 2,500 1 kilogram samples of food from supermarkets and other stores. And PFA pesticides were detected in more than 1 in 3 samples of strawberries. Oh, I grow my own strawberries, been eating them. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, grapes and 61% in cherries. Blimey, 56% in spinach. You know, that's where you get cyanide from cherry pips. And tomatoes, 38%, and peaches, nectarines, 38%, as well as 8 other produce items. That's not good, is it? So, previous research detected 31 PFAs, polyfluoroalkyls, pesticides in European produce from 2011 to 2021, but the highest figure contaminated was only 37%, again in strawberries. But why is this concerning? Well, Pan UK report that PFAS pesticide pollution in the environment is unknown because the Environment Agency does not test rivers for PFAS. They also don't test the rivers for poop. Okay, the odd parasite here and there. Half the flippin' CSO outlets with the sensors on aren't working either. If you go onto the Surfers Against Sewage website, well, they've got an app, or not a website, on their app. They tell you where it's safe to swim and stuff like that, and it's horrendous. But half the places they can't actually do now because the sensors aren't working. I wonder if that's deliberate. I think that's deliberate idea. Science is far from settled about the PFAS, but that might be because it's a relatively new issue. It's not a new issue, it's been about for a very long time. Ever since Teflon, DuPont and Teflon. Well, the chemicals have been found to contaminate drinking water and are present in hundreds and perhaps thousands of everyday items, including cookware, clothing, and cosmetics. It's like formaldehyde gases and stuff like that. It's given off from all sorts of plastics, what have you, like formicas and that stuff you have on your kitchen worktops. But they're carcinogenics, We keep shoving all these artificial materials in our homes, and we're surrounded by tech, aren't we? And other artificial materials, all this stuff. It's heating up like all these transistors and God knows what else is in there. Heating up and giving off gases. It just do. Anything that gets warm and is encased in anything will give off a gas. But you don't know, it's toxic, maybe. Anyway, there's PFAS, yeah. So, it is a relatively new issue, but I say it's a relatively new issue in the news. Or people start talking about it. It's been going on for a very long time. And progressively got worse and worse and worse. It's like all these microplastics I found it's causing problems in the digestive tract. You know all those gallstones you think you got? The lumps of plastic. I don't know. I'm kidding. All right. Anyway, given that the growing body of evidence linking PFAS to serious disease, such as cancer, is deeply worrying, the UK and consumers are being left with no choice but to ingest these chemicals, and some of which may remain in their bodies for long into the future. Pan UK, he's still bargain. Pan UK policy officer Mick Mole said in a statement, adding that plastic food packaging as well as the soil all contain PFAS. How do we clean this up? What can be done? As it is true in similar situations, eating and living as cleanly as possible is the best way to avoid these harmful toxins. Stop buying food from the supermarkets, I suppose. I don't know, grow your own maybe. But even in my soil and stuff, it's going to have microplastics and God knows what else in it. It's bound to. Well, Mole said that PFAS, pesticides, are absolutely unnecessary for growing food, and that eliminating them would be a massive win for consumers, farmers, and the environment. Pan UK also asked the government to ban the 25 PFA pesticides and help farmers find sustainable alternatives to the chemicals. It added it supports non-governmental organisations have called for PFA free economy by 2035. PFAs are a group of entirely human-made chemicals that didn't exist on the planet a century ago and have now contaminated every single corner, said Shabi Sharma of the Chem Trust, which hopes to prevent long-term harm to humans and wildlife by replacing synthetic chemicals with safer options. Already out there, the cat's out of the bag, isn't it? No one gave their consent to be exposed to these harmful chemicals, and we haven't had the choice to opt out. No, we didn't know about it, did we? And now we have to live with this toxic legacy for decades to come, and poop in our rivers and seas, it seems. But it does. I think Wally's starting to lose his voice. You're losing your voice, Wally. So Johnny says, wastewater treatment isn't magic, it's just chemistry. Yeah. And filtration. And microorganisms and stuff. What have I missed? What have I missed? Oh my god, if it's not the Anthropocene, it will be the polyfluorocarbazine. Oh my giddy aunt. Why have the words got to be so long? Wally, what's up? Do you want a treat? I'm just going to see what he wants. I bet it's something on this blinking countertop. What do you want, my boy? What's up with you? He saw these. Barking at them. I'll bet. I'll get this way. That's sod, didn't he, eh? That one there. This one doesn't want to move. Oh, that one. Oh, what's that one? Okay, wait. Dora. Got to get it. Oh, she's got it. Good. It was rolling away, it was. Anyway, sorry about that. Oh. Yum. Oh, blimey. These doggies, eh? I don't know what they like. I'll take care, Alistair. Thank you, mate. Cheers, buddy. I'm losing my voice now as well. Thanks, Alistair. Drew, I'm the same area as all my family. I'd like to probably stay a stable job too. So it's $5. I think we need to do a France and reclaim the land. That's what we've got to do. Reclaim the land away from these flippin' Tories who own probably most of the flippin' land. Or a land that's held in as an asset, ready to be built on by some greedy bugger. We need some sort of social construction firm. That's what we need. Mark's biggest fan. You forgot about the 5-year thing. My late wife and I were looking to see if we could get citizenship faster back in early 2020. Oh, you talk about in France, citizenship in France. You can't do it straight away, can you? You have to. First thing you do is you get yourself a 12-month visa, and after that, actually, that's on the 10th month, I believe it is. You can then apply for your carte séjour, which will be for 5 years. After that, you can apply for your 10-year one after you've done your 5 years. But in that, during that time, you could, if you want, then, providing you meet the criteria, get citizenship. But you've got to do that. I think you're pretty certain you've got to do the 5 years carte séjour first before you can do that. And your French has got to be pretty damn good. They're increasing the language requirements, going to make it even tougher as well. So that's not very helpful. I already struggle with the language. I struggle to speak as it is, you probably tell. I think we need to do France to reclaim the land. We need to chop off the heads as well. Philbox Chicken says, true, I am in the same area as all my family, so I'd probably stay. Stable job too. Yeah, take care, Storm. And don't forget to beat the old like button. Oh, great, yeah, don't forget that. It helps the channel, you know. I need all the help I can get, I'll tell you, blimey. Flipping hell, times are tough. Night. People saying good night, they're saying to Alastorm. I was talking about Irish citizenship. Here in France, I've got got your 5-year carte séjour. I've got my 10-year one. If you were living here over 5 years before you should be able to get the 10-year. You have to be here for over 5 years. I get you now. Talk about Ireland. People think you need ancestry for citizenship. You don't. Oh, okay. Really? What, in Ireland? Can I get citizenship in Ireland? Or have I got to live there? Sunspot maximums used to be exciting for DXing. I ain't got a clue what that's about. I'm still trying to set up a business here in France. If you can still do the like the auto entrepreneur, which means you pay tax on your turnover. Because that's what I'm on. I was just before flip and vote. I was about to go on to the micro entrepreneur where you have to prepay some of your tax, but then you can claim you're not paying tax on your turnover. Then you can obviously claim back your expenditure. And then then we had Brexit. So I put pay to put hold on that. And the customers, I knew it was going to happen. Not my customer base just disappeared back to the UK. Or they were nervous, so they stopped spending money. So that wasn't very helpful. And then we had obviously the pandemic as well. So I'm glad I didn't, no, because I wouldn't have enough turnover. To be able to pay the pre-tax. I'd have to pay
smaller in number,
£6,000 in taxes,
but larger in
before
mind.
you can earn anything. So it wouldn't have been very helpful. So I'm glad I stayed on the you're talking about comms. If we were still using 450 megahertz NMT for comms, I'll get your CB radio out. Oh, can't get ham radio. I'd love to do ham radio. It would be. You need to get a license for that, wouldn't you? For Ireland, no ancestry, you need 5 years residence. Oh, I see. No ancestry, you need 5 years residence. And bills in your name. Okay, I can't do that then. Language requirements here in Prague. Prague, that's where you are, yeah, Prague. Get a lot of people, but there are classes which prep for tests. Oh, I see. I know an American who has been here for 20 years. He doesn't speak Czech very well. Oh, blimey. I really struggle with the language. I struggle with the pronunciation. And to a point it embarrasses me, so then I don't speak. Because I sound like an idiot. Worse now than I used to be. This last year, my French pronunciation's got worse and worse and worse. It's for this bloody thing. It's very annoying. Oh! Doc Davies does Radio Ham. Oh, brilliant. I used to do CB, Citizens Band, years ago. Live for now. And Morse code as well. You do it over the CB. It's fun. Oh no, what's that? Quite a big old whip area. I can't remember how long it was now. 9 metre or something like that. Aluminium whip aerial mounted on the back of my bedroom when I was living in Thorpe in my parents' house. Good night, number 3. You take care, buddy. Do you need me tucking in? Do you need tucking in? Night, number 3. Take care, my friend. Like I say, if you want to do an interview thing, you would have to work out how to do it because I ain't got a clue. But I would be interested. I don't mind asking you questions about stuff. Or you can ask me questions about stuff, vice versa. I don't know, whatever. That's interesting. That's cool. About those auroras, I'm actually surprised how well the Earth weathered that solar X5 event. We may have dodged a major bullet by already having moved away from 1 gigahertz in bulk communications. Oh, crikey. I think we've become way too reliant on technology. And I love technology, don't get me wrong. But I'm also a realist as well. Crikey. I think it'd be too easy for us to be basically knocked out, really. All our communications. Can you imagine if there's no internet? Oh my God, what would you do? If we're in a state of war, you think if the United States would still allow us to have full GPS and all that? No. They certainly wouldn't allow it to be used for war. They'll flick that switch back again, wouldn't they? Can you remember the GPS didn't used to be as accurate as it is now? And they flipped the switch, didn't they? Opened up to everybody. Because the accuracy was only there ready for their military. Just see it now. Dear me, we have no internet. People will be like headless chickens. Can you imagine the kids with no Snapchat? We'll be having seizures. That's what they'll do. Blimey. So, I think I got to the stage now. I'm completely lost my voice. I was going to do that one as well, but I'm going to have to give it a miss. I was going to do one about the homeless children. Poor little kiddies. But I don't think I'll be doing that not now. Because I'm seriously losing my voice. And also, I keep forgetting things. I'm losing my mind. Now, I've got fibromyalgia, and one of the symptoms is brain fog, and I get there's periods of time where I just sit there staring at the cupboard. I used to anyway years ago. Oh, why am I here? What is it I wanted? But it's a rare occasion. But these days I'm doing it almost daily now. Just can't think of the words or what. Just get like a blank, completely blank. If anyone suffers with fibromyalgia, it is shit, I'll tell you. And now that I know what it is, I can blame everything on that. Can I get disability benefit now? Can I get PIPs? I'll take me back 10 years ago. I'll be probably dead by then. Oh, dear. Well, maybe not 10 years. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not that healthy. Give me 10 cans of Tennant's Export. Oh, blimey. And I can talk shite fluently. Yeah. How about left Victor Well? I have brain fog just from living through the 2010s. Says Johnny K. I copy you loud and clear. Coming in strong over here, like a smell of damp snappies. Oh my Gideon, Donald Trump and his nappies. For now, though, and to brush off some old CB from the 80s. Blimey. 10-10, I'm down and gone. Need my boot, he sleeps, says Derek McCall. Take care, my friend. Good night. Over and out. 10-4. I always think about crikey, like, films like Convoy and stuff, you know, Rubber Ducky and all that, you know. This, the Charlie Uniform November Tango channel, where your funny furry friend on the 1-9. Oh, they're very good. They were fun, the LCBs were. Well, we didn't have mobile phones back then, did we? You know? And the LCBs and that. Crikey, I had several. Oh, I mean, I had old Binatone one. And what was the other thing I had? The Binatone one was a digital one, and I had this, that one five that was a old analog with dial. Do you squelch and stuff? You got to use squelch. Yeah. I met a lot of good people with CB, right? You get like-minded people, don't you? As well. That's what's nice about it. Well, something I forgot actually, which I'm sure, well, Mad Monk would appreciate. Oh, just for you, Mad Monk. And thanks for Modern. And everybody else is Modern. Who we got Ed Modern? Oh, there. Oh, boy. Huh? What's wrong with you today? You're very needy. Huh? It's 14 now, yes? Yeah. Weren't you? 14. Where's sniffing? He's like a limpet, he is. He follows me absolutely everywhere. If I sit down anywhere, he wants to sit on my lap, don't you? And sort of snuggle up beside me. Very sweet, aren't you? Eh? You're a good boy, aren't you? Really. He's just getting more and more stressy as he's getting older, aren't you? Eh? What? You really that hungry? You've had your food. No, you can't stand on there. I'll press that button, Molly. Yeah, press that one. There you go. That's yours, Mad Monk. You know you love it. You know you want it. Laps are laps do be a comfy place to sit in. Yeah, that's what Wally thinks, anyway. $18 cats, blimey. The cat catch you on the flip side. I'll tell you the thing about the cat is, we've got a cat as well. He's happy to sit on your lap, but he wants to dig his claws in. Oh, and they're sharp. 10-4 Rubber Ducky. Oh my god, they're all CB fans here. Oh, Convoy, yeah, great movie. That made no sense whatsoever. Nope, it didn't. He's dead now, isn't he? Well, I mean, oh, what? This is really uncomfortable. Oh, the pink newspaper for sport. My God, the pink 'un. You talking about the pink 'un? And listen to Danny Baker on 606. Blimey. Blimey, all for the internet. I know. Things we had to do to entertain ourselves. Right, crikey. And these days, we're stuck to the screens, scrolling. Doom scrolling. That's what we do these days. Yeah, we don't actually do anything worthwhile. We just doom scroll. Your tummy's rumbling, Molly. You happy there, or are you just going to stand on my legs? Huh? Is it because a pot of treats over there is what it is? Oh, he's a sod. I do love him though. He is a lovely boy. Huh? Aren't you? Are you missing Mummy? Probably not. Oh, we'll miss. Are you going to have to go back to the country? What helps? Hi, are you going back to? Oh, sorry. Are you going to go? Are you going to go back to the country where you help your? Oh, you're talking about where you help your mate. Are you talking about Ginger Island? Is that what you're talking about, Evans Pier? Are you talking Panama on Ginger Island? I can't see me doing that for a while. For start, I don't want to leave with dogs because they're getting old. And it was a very long time last. Yeah, when I went to Ginger Islands with Graham Hughes. I don't think we're that compatible. 9 weeks. 9 weeks it was on that little island. Ah, yes, yeah, that was Ginger Island in Panama, their Bocas town, which was it was a lovely place and that, but the poverty, I just felt it was people taking advantage of those who've got nothing, quite frankly, you know. And it wasn't a very clean place either. That's quite disgusting. And not just because natives. I'm talking about the people that are staying there. Westerners are staying there. It just boozed the place. Quite shocking, really. Well, it's the first time he came across me. I got you, Evans. Yeah, it was on Ginger Island. Can you remember when I got stung by a scorpion? That got me, I'll tell you. There you go. Are you going to get down there, Wally? Because it's getting quite annoying. There you go. Oh, that's a good boy. I'm covered in hair now. Fur. Right, where was I? Caught in Prague to see Rammstein. Czech. I used to have a machine made by the Czech Republic called a Ransom Spider. It was marketed as Ransoms in Ipswich, but was designed and developed in Czech Republic. Brilliant machine, all very controlled. Slope mower, cutting grass basically on slopes, banks, and around reservoirs and stuff like that. A Ransom Spider, that was the 01. Brilliant machine. Apart from use a catch a light, that was good. Well, I am going to call it a night. I'm going to say thank you to everybody, and thank you to the Spanners, because I'm really struggling with my voice. I wanted to do this other one, but I can't do it. It's 3 hours now, so it's not bad, is it? Eh? I don't feel shortchanged you, have I? It's 12:30, nearly 12:30 here. That is. Blimey. What am I going to be doing tomorrow? And I'll tell you what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to make sure I take my meds so I'm not bugged up tomorrow. Definitely going to do that. Crikey. On Tuesday, I've got to see the doctor to discuss what's going on and get another prescription so I can carry on being a druggie. These things. Anyway, I've got other channels now. All right, I've got another new channel, which Mark's as big as fan knows about, called Fibroban, and all it is just me vlogging shit about how I feel and stuff like that. So it's a bit random, but it's I'm just trying to put daily videos up on there at the moment, but they're just literally me talking to the phone, talking to the camera or the phone or whatever. I'm trying to put shorts on there, but also long form. It's a way for me to document it, if it makes any sense, how I feel that way I've got a way of actually seeing whether or not it's got any worse. Because you know, it's like something's happened slowly over a period of time. You don't realise, do you? You know? But then if you can look back and sort of have some kind of reference source. Now, I did start actually just writing in the book. It's like a diary. And, where is it actually? I got this lovely yellow book from Eureka Glues. Yes, the name that sticks. Who supplies me with my glues? They're my sponsor, my woodworking channel. And well, I say sponsor. They send me free glue. Anyway, I've been writing in there each day how I feel. And I thought, hang on, what am I writing it for? Why don't I just do a video? I already do videos anyway, so I thought that makes more sense. So that's what I'm doing. Besides my handwriting shit. So yeah, it's one of the things. Yeah, it's one of the things got to put up with internet. So and also got my woodworking channel, which is Waddy Bra if you don't already know. So yeah. Anyway, with that pronunciation, I'm expecting a link to appear in the description. Fiberman. I need a cape to get sucked in by the jet engines. There's no trouble, is it, with Boeing, because the engines will probably just fall off. Yeah, so good night, everybody, and thank you very much for joining us. What can I leave you with? Oh dear, I've been doing the record videos as well for our rewilding project here, because all these signs out, just people know that we are still doing it. I know it's like if someone's donated and there's anything happening and say, oh, it took my body. No, we are still doing it, very much so. And it's crikey, it's so busy making signs, and now they've got to go in the ground. I was waiting for the wet period to get, because it's so rainy. Gives them more, give them more life. So we'll get them in the ground. And some of the signs have been hanging in the trees because we do on the laser and we get more detail on them. And they're much better to hang them on a piece of wire in the tree instead of actually in a stake in the ground. Because I keep hitting them with a blooming Ferris lawnmower and breaking them. So just a second, scroll it down because I missed anything. Oh, cheers, Bad Bunk. Thank you, my friend. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I shouldn't really say that, should I? That's actually that's racist, isn't it? Just don't say it all. No. I'm looking. What have I done for a while? Okay, that one. Oh, I've got to do that one.
On all the bread or not?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, then we take them off. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, can I take off the meat and leave me the bread?
No, everything will be confiscated. Welcome to the Brexit, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh my.
By the way, I've been wondering what that special place in hell looks like for those who promoted Brexit without even a sketch of a plan how to carry it safely. Thank you.
See, the bottom line is, I know you like me, and this room is a love fest, I know that. But you have no choice but to vote for me, because your 401ks, down the tubes, everything's going to be down the tubes. So whether you love me or hate me, you got to vote for me.
The NHS is and always has been a national endeavour. That was set out in 1944 when it was a Conservative politician, Sir Henry Willink, who put forward the proposals for a national health service.
Lies.
That's right, a Conservative MP from my home city of Liverpool who conceived the NHS. A good omen, I think.
It's not my freedom of expression to protest violently. No, you can't just start a riot or glue yourself to the roads and get away with it. Yes, friends, as Attorney General, I had to go to court to get some of these simple truths established. The judges agreed with me last week in the Court of Appeal in the Colston statue case. And that's why our public order bill will empower our police to stop this nuisance. So whether you're Just Stop Oil or Insulate Britain or Extinction Rebellion, you cross a line when you break the law. And that's why we'll keep putting you behind bars.
Toodaloo, and thanks to the spanners. Have a lovely week. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Hang on. Bash a Tory! Like whack-a-mole.
That is a disgrace. In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
But the structural reforms that we're about to deliver include the Brexit Freedoms Bill. The Brexit Freedoms Bill is a fantastic piece of legislation, defining constitutional piece of legislation that will remove the dead hand of EU laws from our statute book finally. There are over 2,400 EU laws that will be amended or repealed.
We need to fund the furthest behind first. And for too long, the political debate has been dominated by the argument about how we distribute a limited economic pie. Instead, we need to grow the pie so that everyone gets a bigger slice.
Toodaloo. And that is Toodaloo this time. Have a lovely week.